When you live in a Bright House, you're connected to the premier provider of entertainment services, offering more than 250 channel choices, including 60 premium movie channels. But most importantly, you're connected to us. We are 300 of your family members, friends, and neighbors working every day to earn your business with exceptional customer service and state-of-the-art products. We invest in our employees so they can invest in you. To find out more about Bright House Networks, give us a call. Bright House Networks, never before has so much been so easy.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, honey. Did you find a pair of shoes?
Yes.
The new Honda Civic two-door Coupe EX. 40 miles to the gallon and holds 40 pairs of shoes in the trunk. Less gas, more money, more shoes. What's your lifestyle?
Barber Honda. Volvo rents construction equipment. 1061 Crab Radio. 98.5 The Fox. Present the Bright House Network's High School Football Game of the Week.
Hey, Bright House Network subscribers of Kern County, welcome back. It's Week 6, Game 6. Bright House Network's exclusive coverage of the high school football game of the week here in Kern County. This is Vance Palm alongside Paul Press, and down on the field, Brian Adams. We'll get to him in just a moment. But Paul Press, this is Week 6. Forget about Week 6. This is Week 1 of league play. All those 5 games ahead of time, you get beat up, you get knocked around. Some good things happen, some bad things happen. You go over it, you work. This is league play. South High School travels over a little bit further to the west side at Ridgeview, where they take on the undefeated Wolfpack. This place is buzzing tonight. League play, Paul Press.
Yeah, who would have thunk it? Ridgeview Wolfpack, good for you, Mike Cruz and your group. 5-0, 5-0, Ridgeview. Who would have thunk it? But you know what? They've earned it. This is not a one-year flash. I've had the opportunity to meet Coach Cruz years ago, as I know a lot of coaches here in the Valley. This has been a 3-year plan. This is his senior group. They've been in this program. He's been here. This is his 4th year. These seniors have been in the program for 4 years. Hey, 5-0 is 5-0, and just think, after tonight, they could be 6-0 and in first place in league.
Brian Adams is down on the field. He's going to give us some words on the South High Rebels. Brian, they've come over here, tripped about a 15-minute, 20-minute drive, but it could seem like a long, long, long drive home if they don't get to it right away. Brian Adams.
You're exactly right, Vance. But one thing we're going to see with South that we saw last year is that spread offense run by Joe Maldonado. With his ability to assess the situation and see the defense and get rid of the ball, it's imperative. Tonight, he's going to come up and call some plays pretty much at the line of scrimmage. He's going to check for a play. We'll talk about that later, what checking for the play means. But it's imperative South gets off to a good start, and they do not allow the Wolfpack to jump out early. Back to you, Vance.
Brian, that's a great point. And Paul, as we watch these captains out on the fields get prepared and get ready and get going, South High School, they've got some talented players. They've got a quarterback over there that's making a name for himself. Let's talk about what he needs to do to get this South High Rebel team going quick and early and make their presence known so this thing turns into a ball game quick.
Well, I had the pleasure of going out to South High and visiting their practice as well as Ridgeview this week. Like I always try to get out and do my homework and be a coach and be prepared. But young Maldonado, and I call him young because he's only a junior, even though he started last year as a sophomore, he's got to come up to the line, and we'll see it tonight. He's got to be able to read their defense and basically make check calls, what we call check calls, and change the play at the line. At their practice, I was pretty intrigued by the way he's doing it. But this is a lot of pressure to put on one quarterback. The South High Rebels go as Maldonado goes. If he's off tonight, it could be a long night for South High. And I tell you, Ridgeview's defense is nothing to joke about. They're going to come after him, and they're going to make him pay if he doesn't get rid of that ball.
Brian Adams, you've been down on the field playing as a player for the Drillers and for the Bruins, and I know you've maybe had some seasons not start off completely like you wanted it to, didn't gel perfectly, but by the time it was league, you hope that you're shooting with all your stars and everybody going hard. Well, we're about ready for kickoff here. Ridgeview is going to kick the ball off. South's going to receive, and before we even get going, we want to thank the Ridgeview High School Booster Program. Hey, they took care of Bright House Networks big time before we started with a big feast, and we look forward to a great night under a beautiful moon here in October. It's a kickoff for week number 6 high school game of the week with Bright House Networks. It's taken out there by number 7, Ryan Nichols. Hey, look at this. Nichols makes a great move, and boy, is this what the South High Rebels needed to get going here right off the bat. Great return, and that's what the Rebels are looking for. They take first down on the 46, 47-yard line. We are underway. Here's our first Volvo Rinse replay, Paul, and boy, just what the doctor ordered for the Rebels.
Yeah, he gets through here and finds a seam and turns it on. We can see some speed. He's running away from the defenders there. Has to slow down a little bit to make his next move. If it's not back there for that safety, he's gone.
First scrimmage of the game. First play from line of scrimmage here. Here's that talented quarterback. We talk about a South High. He makes the pitch out to the left side, and he's wrapped up immediately. The pitch out there to number 3. Joey Maldonado pitched out there to number 4, Alex Hodges. And I'll tell you what. Well, I'll tell you what, Kern County, let me let you know right now so my colleagues know. The South High roster is not in numerical order. It is in alphabetical order. So
that's number 81. That's
Jason Ward. Sorry, folks. Jason Ward. Maldonado rolls to his right, looks around, has a man wide open. It's there, and it's caught. Wow. Big reception out there by number 84, Tyshawn Johnson. So, hey, Brian Adams, I don't know if you've got your microphone situation worked out, but let me ask you this. Are you impressed already with this South High combination?
Oh. Vance, so far I like what they're doing. They're going to roll them out a little bit and get them on the move to stay away from that pressure of the Ridgeview Wolfpack defense.
Maldonado, bad snap on a 1st and 10. He rolls left, looking for a man. He gets it out there, and it's complete. Beautiful catch out there, and it's caught out there by number 22, Joel Velasquez with a big reception. So Paul Press, forget about 5-0 Ridgeview. It's all South High already.
Boy, they're coming out, and the gunslinger Maldonado's showing why he's second in Kern County in passing yards. Coming out, and looks like the new Florida, old Utah offense here, just coming out, guns a-blazing. And we'll see what happens now that they're down in the red zone and shortened field here. 2nd and 1. South High knocking on the door. First series of the game. The handoff goes up to the right side out there. That's going to be number 21. 81 again. Jason Ward again. Hey, Kern County. I'm trying to do my best up here, and I'll tell you right now, without numerical rosters, Paul Press, you're going to be working overtime tonight. And on top of that, if you could only see our confines tonight, Paul and I are in the lovely confines of a small little booth up here. 1st and 10, the Rebels get the first down. So we're just underway here in our Bright House Networks high school game of the week. And the Rebels look strong early. Maldonado, talented quarterback, hands off again. Ward with a carry. Looks like he might get up maybe about the 11, 12-yard line. Beautiful night out here, Paul. And just like that, it's a football game. Yeah, and this young man, Jason Ward, he is only a junior, but this is his first year playing real tackle football. He's a track runner, runs the 400 for South High. I was talking to Coach Napier about him. I watched him run. He was looking a little timid in practice, but he doesn't show any type of being timid tonight. And Ridgeview is known for laying on big hits, but he's running right at him. 2nd and 4 from the 12-yard line. Ward again with a handoff. This time no dice. Wrapped up at the 15-yard line. Ridgeview Wolfpack defense starts stepping up. Hey, any team that's 5-0 has had to have success on both sides of the ball. We know this Wolfpack defense is big. Great article previously in the California with these seniors. So here's our Volvo Rinse replay, Paul. Yeah, here we go. We run that dive. It's either a dive option. He's supposed to read that defensive end there, whether it's a dive or a dive option there. Defensive end comes down, slams it down, linebackers fill. Here we go. 3rd and long here. Very long. 3rd and long. 3rd and 6 from about the 13, 14-yard line. Maldonado looks looks into the corner. I don't think it's going to be even close. So that brings up 4th and long. No flags. Clean play on both sides of the ball. Looks like it's going to bring up a tough decision here for South High. What do you say, Coach Press? Well, you're moving the ball down the field. What do you think? Well, this tells us right here, if I'm a Ridgeview coach, I'm going, okay, Coach Napier thinks that this is going to be a close game because you're going to go for 3. If he thinks he could really has, the capability of a strong defense, then you go for the touchdown. But right now, he's doing the right thing, putting points on the board. Anytime you can put points on the board early in the game, Coach Napier, being a veteran coach, is doing the right thing.
Well, field goal attempt by Eric Hall. It's up, and it's good. 3-0 South High. So a very, very good series for the South High Rebels, and they march down the field. Brian Adams down on the goal line. Hey, nice stop by the defense of Ridgeview, but hey, they got to hand it to the Rebels. They're moving things quite well early.
Is that what they wanted to do? Get some points on the board, sustain a drive. They did a good job of rolling the quarterback out Maldonado and throwing it out to the flats or on the outs and making some big plays. But they have to punish it. They got to punch it in. They can't keep kicking field goals, or they're going to be in trouble, Vance.
Thanks, Brian. Hey, Paul, what do you think about Coach Napier? He's got to be excited. He's got to be happy. First league game. All the hype is Ridgeview and 5-0, and they answer. As Brian said, maybe you try to punch that thing in there, but hey, they'll take 3 and they look decent.
Yeah, you always take the points. That's what I said. He made the right decision there. You kicked that. You're pretty close, but you want to keep that momentum going and take the points and put the points up on the board. But Brian's right. Later on in the game, you get down there, you've got to get a touchdown. You're playing a very good Wolfpack team, and you know what? They've got a heck of a running game here, so they're going to try to control that clock and run it out. You've got to get the 7 points. When you get down there later on in the game, you've got to get 7 points. 3 points just doesn't always get it done.
Hey, that's the voice of Paul Press, Kern County. We've got Brian Adams down on the field. And, Paul, I'll admit it. I'm going to admit it and take a risk and go out on a limb here. Well, I'll admit that I have had a few people in the community come up and actually admit they're watching this and think it's a pretty good deal. They're having a good time with us.
Yeah, I've heard some positive things, which surprised me.
I'm shocked.
I'm a little scared to watch it myself. I've watched about 2 or 3 minutes of it, and I try to watch it, but I just get embarrassed. But hey, this young man kicking off for South High. I know this young man. We'll talk about that later.
Well, he kicked a pretty awkward little spiral.
Oh.
But it rolls out, gets a nice bounce. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 20 for the Wolfpack. Get a chance to see this Wolfpack offense. Quarterback Mike Pennington, some of his go-to people. Tyler Smith's the running back, and Brandon Owens, the running back, we've heard a lot of. So, and then Ricky Williams, not the Ricky Williams of the Dolphins, but Ricky Williams of the Wolfpack. Let's see what happens here. We're just underway basically here in the first part of the 6th game of the week. We're at Ridgeview. Couldn't be a more beautiful evening out here. Near full moon smiling on us tonight. First play of the game, Brandon Owens for the Ridgeview Wolfpack. Paul, what's on your mind?
Well, I heard that name Ricky Williams down there at the bottom. We might not see a whole lot of him. Reason why I highlighted him there, and you talked about him, was I'm going to go ahead and bring it up and follow through on it. This young man's new to Bakersfield from Louisiana. Him and his family left right before Katrina hit.
Wow.
And didn't have anything to go back to. So he's become part of the Wolfpack family, and hopefully we get to see him in the game tonight.
2nd and 8 for the Wolfpack. A nice run up the middle, 1st and 10. So I happen to think we're going to see an offensive game tonight. Crowd always loves that. Television fans always love that. So here's number 20, Dominique Hobbs. Dominique Hobbs is a junior. Here's our Volvo rinse replay, and wow, right up the middle, boom.
Yeah, this is that wing TD offense. They have 3 or 4 different options. You have to be very disciplined linebacker to play defense.
Pennington. Oh, had his man open out there. That was Brandon Owens. Kind of threw it behind him. We've got some laundry on the field already. So we'll see what that brings us. And it's against the Wolfpack. Had people talking about this season, some of these big games that we're playing tonight. We'll get into that as we go, but big crowd here tonight for the Wolfpack. Home crowd. They've got a 5-0 squad. You know, you brought it up, Bess. A great point, by the way, about a 3-year plan, a 3-year building plan. You know, it doesn't happen all the time where, you know, you get a Phil Jackson type of situation where they come in and the Lakers go right to the championship. That doesn't happen all the time. You know, Larry Brown in the NBA is known for his turnaround things, but even that doesn't happen just overnight. It takes time, and it's a great point about this Ridgeview football team. This didn't happen overnight either.
No, and Coach Cruz is a very good coach. I've had an opportunity to coach with some of his former players, and they always talk about discipline, and we'll see this Wolfpack team be disciplined.
Pennington rolls to his left and throws across the body, and wow, it looked as if, as tough of a pass as it was, still catchable by Tyler Smith out there. We'll see. I don't want to be a harsh critic, but running to your left, throwing across the body. Here's our Volvo rinse replay.
Yeah, they get Pennington out here, roll around, get your shoulder square, a little bit more there, and you get the ball out in front. That's a catchable ball. You got to be able to catch that if you want to move on to be 6-0. Those type of catches have to be made.
Well, with it being a penalty on the first play of that previous series, it's now 2nd and 25. Here's the handoff around to the left side, and wow, nice tackle out there. The runner, I don't have, is that, do I have a number 12?
42.
Oh, that was 42. Sorry out there, Brandon Owens. But hey, Brian, that was a nice tackle right down there in front of you.
Vance, that was a great open field tackle. You come up, you break down, wrap them up, and drive through them and put the running back on the ground. Good technique.
3rd and
Back
23.
to you,
Thank you, Brian. 3rd and 23. We always smirk at each other, you and I, when we say big play. But hey, with South High marching down the field like they did, it is a big play for Ridgepack. And oh wow, looked as if it might have been caught and fumbled, but they say incomplete. Either way, Ridgeview's going to have to put the ball in the air. Nice defensive effort down there. Hey, Brian, I don't want to play a rebound with you all night long, but I see you right there in front of it. Are you impressed with the Southside defense so far?
Well, I'll tell you, Vance, that first issue, you got to give it to them. They took advantage of a penalty, and they made the Ridgeview Wolfpack pay for it by forcing a punt. And they're going to have good field position if they can field this punt safely. Back to you.
Thank you. Well, that's Joel Velasquez, and Joel is about at his own 43, 44-yard line. So you're right about that, Brian. It could be excellent field position. Nice snap. Here comes the punt. It's up, and it's going to be a short. Wow, it's off to the right, goes out of bounds on the 30-yard line. So I think it was about a 15-yard punt. It's going to be crucial time now for this Wolfpack to dig in and see what they're all about. You made a great point, man. You can't make mistakes and be 5-0 to 6-0. Let's see if their defense can muscle up.
Yeah, their defense needs to step up here. The last thing you want to do is go down 10-0 to South High Rebels and the South High Rebel speed. Also, when you run the wing T, it's not necessarily the big play offense. It's more of a controlled offense. We'll see what happens here.
Maldonado, this talented quarterback. Pitch inside. Joel Velasquez. Velasquez has a lot of room. Oh, a big hit out there, but he comes up the winner on about the 18-yard line. First down, South High. And I might be just beating a dead horse here, but I personally don't think South High has any hesitation about playing this Wolfpack. Here's our Volvo Rinse replay.
Right, they go trips right here, and then they run back to the short side of the field with a little inside reverse run. Nice play, Velasquez. Thank you. Yes, Velasquez runs that. I didn't want to say anything before the game, but I kind of knew South High's plan here is to run the ball. Ridgeview and everybody thinks they pass. They came out and planned on running the ball tonight.
Well, it looked like a good play was about to develop, but that Ridgeview defense came in there and just buried Jason Ward. It started off decent. Maldonado got it out of his hand on the pitch, but Ward got picked up, decleated, and drilled into the ground. So now we're starting to see some football.
Yeah, we're going to see Jason Ward here get hit and driven back here. I'm curious to see how this young man reacts after being smacked around a little bit because Ridgeview can hit. Now, and you got to remember, this is his first year playing football. He's a track guy. So as football guys, when we know there's a track guy on the field, we're talking a little bit and wanting to really hit him, try to get in his head a little bit.
You're right about that. 2nd and 8 for the Rebels. We're halfway through the first quarter. Maldonado's in trouble. He is running fast, and he's got some big guys after him. He cuts up, could be a big hit. No, he gets out of bounds. But we've got Laundry on the field at the very, very end of that play. There's a flag came out. What's indicative of a late call like that on a running play or on a quarterback keeper?
There was a hit in the back there, I believe. One of the South High guys trailing the play. I don't know why he's going to block when he's trailing the play. You're way behind the ball anyway. You don't need to hit anybody, but obviously we got a block in the back.
Oh, boy.
And I saw it from up here just at the end of the play. The play was over. It's those type of mistakes that drive coaches crazy.
Man,
you just go,
man.
Come on. They'll watch that on film on Monday, and I'm sure that young man will be talked to a little bit, knowing Coach Napier.
2 years ago, when Brian and I were doing this on Bright House Network's 2003 season, Coach Napier taking over the Rebels. And I remember the day that he was announced to take over the position, and I remember his excitement level then, his cautious optimism. Long second down play. Jason Ward really doesn't get much.
No, what they try to do here is a little tailback screen. Delay. The key here is that Maldonado's got to keep getting depth, and sell it as though it's going to be a deep pass. The lineman's got to release 1001, get out to your left, and set up a wall for that back. They can get downfield because the ball's caught behind the line of scrimmage, so it's not an illegal pass. Lineman can get downfield on that. They didn't do a very good job of setting it up, and Ridgeview, give them credit. They read that play and played it well.
Split way out to the right here, 3rd and 19. Maldonado looks to his right, looks across the middle, has a man open, overthrows him. Wow, he did have a receiver open, and was intended out there for number 84. And I don't see an 84 here, but
It's right here, Tyshawn Johnson.
Deshaun Johnson, and just over his fingers, really no chance. So here we go again, 4th and 19, and it looks like it's going to be a long attempt at a first down. Did I see the kicker in there? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Maldonado's going to go for it.
You see the kicker, but the kicker's coming out here spread right to us. He's also a receiver. That's Eric Hall. He's in the play. They're out in doubles right now, what we call twins, 2 receivers on each side.
Maldonado looks, pumps, looks like he's going to try to keep it. Now he's in trouble. Maldonado's running everywhere. Looks out, has a man. Incomplete. It's going to be first down for the Wolfpack. So a big hold there. You figure they got first down on the 30-yard line. Not only did they hold him, they didn't even get a field goal out of it. So, hey, nice job, Ridgeview.
All the air is coming out of the Ridgeview coaches right now going, okay, now let's settle down, guys. Let's settle down and get this wing T offense moving here. Now, just a little tip, and most of the coaches that listen to the show already know this. I'm not telling you anything they don't know. You're facing a wing T offense, and it's 3rd and more than 10. You better have your linebackers keying that tight end, because that tight end is going to run a seam route, buddy, and they're going to throw it to that tight end if it's more than 3rd and 10.
Wow, what a nicely designed play by the Wolfpack. Kind of a double cross up the middle. It's going to be about a 2nd and, well, I think they split it, about 2nd and 5 here. So I like this game so far. Some nice offensive plays, and I think both teams have stepped up and ready to go.
When you see that, like what as you call it, a double cross, the coaches, we call that, I believe that, it's been years since I've coached the wing T, and Coach Cruz, please don't get upset with me. I believe that's what they call their belly play. It runs back against the grain inside between guard and tackle there.
This one, we're right up the gut for a nice first down. Nice run. I think that was Tyler Smith. If I got my numbers right. Tyler Smith right up the gut. So here come the Wolfpack. This is week 6, game 6, Bright House Network's high school football game of the week.
No huddle. Here we go.
Bennington hands the ball up to Joseph Rivas. So they... Oh, fumble on the play. South High recovers, and oh my goodness.
Wow.
South High comes up with a big turnover, and it's 1st and 10, South High School, and they're heading south on Ridgeviews' 46-yard line. So here's a Volvo Rinse replay, and here's our Bright House Network production crew on top of it.
Makes a nice job here. I don't see the ball. It comes out right before his knee gets on the ground. No whistle was blown. Everybody's kind of standing around. All of a sudden, someone grabs the ball.
Well, South High came out with 12 players. Too many guys, so they'll start 1st and 15. And that's a little bit of an aggravation. Big turnover. You're ready to pounce on it. Had a quick little huddle. Run out to the line of scrimmage. And 12 cats come out of there.
Well, everybody wants to get in and play. That's what we used to call a press. That's what I used to do to get playing time. I'd sneak on the field.
Hey,
I got this one. Here we go. Back against. I like this inside toss here. Trips to the right. They'd run an inside back against what we call to the field, short field side, to the boundary side. Hey, boy, they're really looking at Ridgeview's backside here. They're overloading the right, going trips right, and then running back inside reverse, inside toss reverse to the weak side. And Ridgeview's overflowing. And I tell you what, this is a good job by the South High coaches of scheming this. They obviously saw something on film.
And Paul, the best part about that play was 18-yarders and it was 1st and 15. So now it's 1st and 10. South High School moving the football. Here's the big running back. battles up the middle, gets about 7 yards, going to bring up 2nd and 3. Boy, this kid is something else, Jason Ward. He's moving those legs, just moving those legs, Pablo.
Yeah, they list him at 6'1", 180. I have a hard time believing that. I stood next to him, and he looked at least 2 inches taller than me, but I am getting a little older, so maybe I'm shrinking. Who knows? But here we see him on the Volvo instant replay here, keeping his legs driving. Obviously, he's not a little sprinter. This is a 400-meter runner. He's got some strong legs.
2nd and 1. We're still in the first quarter. Handoff up the middle again to the big guy. Ward, I think, was held to nothing there, so could bring up 3rd and 1. 4:20 left here in the first quarter. It's an excellent football game so far. We're over the southwest side at Ridgeview High, and wow, what a pretty night this is. So timeout here on the field. Let's talk about a few games here tonight, Paul.
Yeah, league play opening up here in Bakersfield.
BHS Garces. BHS Garces.
Do I dare call it? Do I dare say it? I'm going to take Garces in the upset. Now, I don't know. I haven't heard over there. Garces has been playing tough. BHS has got a new quarterback going in there this week. Our man Tyler K. Tyler, if you're listening to this, hey, get healthy. Hang in there. You're young, and that's just sad. No coach likes to see a player go down like that in an injury. And we wish our best to Tyler K. But I have to think. Be careful, BHS. Garces may just come up and get you.
Paul Press, you know where I stand with Garces. Coached him a lot of years in hoop. Know a lot of those kids. Well, we're proud to have Barber Honda as our main sponsor for the Player of the Game Award. And you want high quality and the best cars you can find, Barber Honda here in Bakersfield Auto Mall. I know we have our Barber Honda rep here tonight, and he's stoked to see this play. 1st and 10, under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Maldonado breaks free. Can he get to the end zone? He switched hands, I think, 3 times in that play. What a savvy kid. He had guys trying to knock that ball out at every turn. And, hey, Kern County, here's one nice kid right here. This quarterback, Joe Maldonado, is really working this offense well. Here's our Volvo Rinse replay. Hey, watch how this hand's switching. That's nice.
He protects the ball. He switches it back right there.
There's one.
Here comes
There's
another one.
two.
Switch it back.
Textbook.
Yes, and holds on to it. I really like that play call.
Wow.
Good call, Coach Napier. Let your quarterback create there and get that yard.
1st and goal from the 7. Paul, they've got Ridgeview defenders all over the place at the goal line.
Yeah, we've got an empty backfield here. That means 5 receivers.
Maldonado rolling to his left. He is under heavy pressure. He might get hit hard, and he is drug out of bounds. A nice play out there. What an excellent hustle by Christian Mosher. Christian Mosher's a 5'8", 202-pound linebacker. He's a senior, and that cat can move.
Yeah, for a big guy, he gets out here. South High runs an empty backfield here. That means there's 5 receivers, people. Nobody in the backfield with young Maldonado. He's supposed to get out here and see something. Ridgeview jumps his routes, puts a little pressure on the receivers. The receivers don't get off. He's just running for his life here, trying to get out of bounds and save his body.
Well, it was 1st and goal from the 7. Now it's 2nd and 11. We've got Laundry on the field, another penalty flag here, and before the snap even started, I'm not quite sure who that would be against. It looks like he's looking at the Ridgeview side.
That's quite a few penalties already today, Vance. That's what, 4th, 5th flag already tonight. I'm not sure what the call was. I didn't quite see the signal.
Oh boy.
Oh,
well, not that he's the culprit. He just might be the one that got sent off there. But that's Joseph Rivas at the end. He came running off to now make it 11. Can't really say it's his fault, but now they're back to 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. A nice first quarter. Maldonado takes a high snap. Looks to the corner, has a man open. Looks like it's a touchdown, and it is. Oh, good call. Very good call by the referee.
That's my man over there, Eric. Eric Hall. Used to be a former student of mine when I was a vice principal, so he's a good kid. It almost looked like, I wish I could see a replay, because Eric lays out here. Lays out. It almost looks like a good catch. We're going to get it. Oh, way to go, Vovo. Way to go, Vovo. Way to get us this replay. Let's take a good look. The ball's up here. Gives him a pump fake. I watched him practice this. Look at that. Oh!
Paul, give us the ruling at high school. Ow!
High school is 1 foot, just like college. Brian Adams knows that.
Maldonado looks to get in the end zone, and he does. Touchdown. South High School on a 3rd and goal from the 7. Maldonado.
Wow.
Runs that baby in.
That's the same play they ran earlier for that 3rd and 1. It's a straight shotgun to Maldonado. He's supposed to read the defense there, And it's basically a check call. He comes up. It's a quarterback keeper. He comes up. They snap the ball to him. He catches. He just lets his eyes and his natural athleticism come through. He's an athlete. This kid's a very good athlete, very smart. I've talked to some coaches, more than just one coach, and they all said the same thing. He's a great kid.
Well, our kicker for South, after jamming his back into the curb over here, he hops up and kicks the PAT to make it 10-0 South High School. And, man, Maldonado didn't waste any time. He said, hey, we're not going to sit and sulk about that, that close TD we almost had. Let's just get in there and ram this thing in, and they did. Can't say enough about this South High quarterback, Joe Maldonado, and here's our Volvo Rinse replay. And when we watch this play unfold, he doesn't hesitate for a second, Paul. He knows right where he's going.
Yep, look at this. He reads it. Get there, get there. Good job on the lineman to seal that off there. Just pin him inside and let your quarterback read your back. That means you follow the numbers. If my numbers go to your left, follow the numbers. If my numbers show to the right, Maldonado knows, follow my numbers. And here we go. South High jumping out and showing people they're for real. Hey, 5-0 doesn't mean anything. It's 0-0 because this is league play right now. So
well, it means something, but you have to qualify it into, not thinking that, hey, 4-5, hey, listen, first of all, it's 3:14 left in the first quarter. I know this Wolfpack's got a lot of them, and we're watching Coach Cruz there kind of look over at his fellas and his coaching staff and his players and saying, all right, are we woke up yet,
Yeah, and I'm not saying it's over either. And here we go. We got a nice sign. There's a line coach there for South High, just going at it and telling us, stay up, guys, stay up. That's what we've got to do there.
The coaching staff for the Rebels, Emery Nieto, Gary Mills, Rick Brodgen, Tyson Jones, and Mark Nichols, they were on the goal line before pregame with these guys, and they were just saying, are you ready to hit? Are you ready to hit? Let's see if South High is ready to hit. There's some big hitting going on out there, and oh man, not bad. And Bright House. Paul and I tonight are not up on top of the booth. We're in a small kind of a
cubicle.
It's a media booth up here underneath the top of the booth, but I've got the door open for ventilation, and as you're watching this Volvo Rinse replay, some of these big hits that are going on, the crowd next to me just like, ooh, oh, ooh, oh. So I can hear it everywhere. Some big blocks out here too, Paul. Hey, nice battle on his feet. Joseph Guy Iana, he just keeps it going.
Yeah, I like the way he keeps going here. Our producer made a good thing. It almost looked like his knee was down when he caught that ball.
Here comes the Wolfpack and try to get something on the board here. We're going to dip below the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter, and the Ridgeview Wolfpack try to get themselves down the field, get themselves in scoring positions. Here's our Volvo Rinse replay, and what were you saying here, Paul?
Yeah, look at his right knee.
Oh,
left knee. His left knee was on the ground there. So Wolfpack, maybe that's a turning point. You get a lucky call there. We could talk to, who was that, the Chicago White Sox and their call the other night?
Well, Brian Adams, you and I have always had we've always talked a little about different sports as we go and as we go through our telecast. We've covered hoop. We've covered a lot of things. What about the Angels getting robbed?
Oh, Brian Adams. Oh, there you are. Sorry, Brian.
Well, Vance, the way I see it is, once the umpire called him out, he's out. Even though I think just by the angle of the way the ball bounced into the glove, it did hit the ground. Back to you, Vance.
Well, the ever diplomatic and scholar that Brian is knows exactly how to keep me aggravated with that statement. We got a timeout on the field. It is 10-0 South High School. It came over to the west side, and so far they're not too worried about anybody. Hey, don't have digital cable? Call Bright House Networks at 323-4892 for great deals on digital cable. The most high-definition programming available, and Roadrunner high-speed online. Tomorrow night at Mesa Marin, the last race ever, high-definition television, speed channel. For those people that have Bright House Networks, they're going to see a world-class, and I mean world-class. You take that track, lift it up, and put it anywhere in the world, it's going to be packed, it's going to be action-packed, and if you got digital cable, high-definition television, the Grand National West, starring Mike Duncan. Get ready. 3rd and 4. Big play for the Wolfpack. Wow, South High Rebels step up big, and that's Rudy Muro. Rudy Muro came up and said, hey, man, no dice, no first down this time around. So that brings up a very, very, very dodgy 4th and 1.
Yeah, and this deep in the field position, South High's been playing on a short field all night, and I'm sure Ridgeview's defensive coordinator, Coach Durant, is saying, please punt the ball and give my defense an area to work with here. South High is very impressive. I was very impressed with the Ridgeview team, the way they hit. I came out on Wednesday and watched their practice, but I'm telling you, this South High team has stepped up and saying, hey, we can play defense too. What about the Rebels? And they were showing everybody.
Look out. Ooh, almost. Looks like it's going to be a flag, roughing the punter. So doesn't matter where that ball bounces or where they touch it, but that's going to be an automatic first down. Hey, Brian, you were right there. You saw the roughing the punter. What did you see?
Well, I just saw Nichols come in from the side, and he tried to pull off, but it was too late, and he ran to the kicker, and that's going to give the Ridgeview Wolfpack a first down. That's what you don't want to do in South High. You don't want to give them a chance to get extra downs. As Coach Press knows, when you get those extra downs and they capitalize, they can turn the momentum. Back to you guys.
Thanks. Well, Brian, as you were talking, we saw the Volvo Rinse replay, and we didn't see the actual aftermath of it, but not on the replay, but we saw it when it happened live. And, the tough deal about that is South High came up with a huge stance on 3rd down. Big hit in the backfield, kept him from getting the first down, and then doggone it, that takes place. Well, here come the Wolfpack. 1.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Here comes Ridgeview. Following his blockers, trying to get upfield, trying to make a big move, and he does. That's a nice run out there by number 42, Brandon Owens, a 6 foot, 162-pound junior. And that's just what the doctor ordered. Nice, big, strong, hard run, and looked nice, Paul.
Yeah, now here we go. We get a chance if we're going to get to see a replay here. As we see all the fans, right now we're looking at all the fans all over here, Ridgeview side. That purple and gold Laker color. But now it's 2nd and short. We can see what we're doing here.
Wow. Big play up the middle. Easy first down for the Wolfpack. And that's big number 34, Kyle Mitchell, 5'9", 200 pounds. And he just brought all of it, didn't he?
Yeah. 2nd and short like that, I was kind of waiting. That's why I was a little hesitant. I thought maybe Ridgeview and Coach Cruz would go ahead and stretch the field a little bit on 2nd and 1. Knowing you got that big back, you could come back and get the first down on 3rd. But they didn't. They played it safe and got the first down. Here we go. Here's the belly again, coming back. What we call belly, the coaches in this world that know a little bit about wing T. I'm not saying I know anything about wing T, but it looks like what we call belly. I might be wrong, but it's against the grain. You get your lineman and everybody pulling to the left, and you come back and you kick it with the left guard. He kicks out on the right defensive tackle there, and you create a hole up the middle, kind of against the grain. And here we go. Good gain, about 4 yards.
2nd and 7. Oh, man, big tackle. That could have been a big break. That was Brandon Owens, and he almost broke free. Wrapped up down there. Didn't see the number. I think that was number 25, Mark Henry. And here's our Volvo Rinse replay. What I thought was a big gain-stopping tackle right here. Big boy up the middle. Woo!
Yeah, here we go. They Ridgeview looks like they're trying to get outside on South High. Maybe they saw something on film. But as we end this quarter right here, it's interesting to see what Ridgeview is calling here.
Well, that is the end of the first quarter, Paul. 10-0. South High School is up, and for all the talk of 5-0 going to the league, first quarter is all South High. 10-0. You're watching Game 6 on Bright House Network's High School Football Game of the Week. Back in a moment with second quarter.
Hi, my name is Tom. I've dumped the dish for Bright House Networks. Maybe you don't know this. If you have satellite service, you had to buy your receiver. I bought mine and it broke. And you know what happened? It took me 30 days to get a new one. I had online before. Slow. Roadrunner is fast, it's efficient, it's fun to use. You'll love it.
Dump the dish and get digital service from Bright House Networks for less than $29 a month.
Honey, are you gonna do that yard work today?
I'm looking up all the places I need to go. Next Saturday, I'll go and get the stuff.
Locally owned and operated, Volvo Rents has everything you need for that weekend home improvement project. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will guide you through our vast assortment of tools, supplies, and rental equipment. From concrete or masonry mix, mixers or finishing tools, to lawn equipment and landscaping supplies and more. At Volvo Rents, we deliver more care in every rental.
At
got you everything you need at Volvo Rents. Here's some gloves. Bye.
Welcome back. Second quarter, just about ready to start here out at Ridgeview. We haven't had a bad night for weather yet, and I hope I don't hex us, Paul. Doggone, I shouldn't have said it. But we have had 6 perfect nights. I mean, we haven't even had a hot night when we started late August. Every Friday night so far has just been splendid. Second quarter about to start. 3rd and 3. Ridgeview, the quarterback Pennington, very much needs this first down so they can keep things rolling here. They've been shut out so far, 10-0. 3rd and 3. First play of the second quarter. Pennington on the handoff. Around the side, looks like he's got some room. He's got a lot of room. Look at this. Nice big first down. Tyler Smith with a big game for the Ridgeview Wolfpack, and you can hear the fans right below us saying, hey, now we're getting rolling here.
Yeah, we're going to see it on this replay as it comes up here as Volvo Rents replay. He gets out here. Some people call it a stretch or a sweep. He gets out here. It's designed to get cut back against the grain, but you know what? South High gives him the corner, and he has the speed to get around there, and there we go. Tyler Smith gets the corner, has the speed to stretch it out. Nice big gain.
1st and 10, Wolfpack. Pennington sends his man in motion. Up the middle to the big fellow who they normally go to on short yardage downs. But here he might have clawed his way to 1 or 2 more yards. Paul, we've got a big game tomorrow in the United States of America. A couple small schools. I think you might have heard of them, Notre Dame and SC. Might be a few people watching that ball game. Hey, let's do it. I'm going to set it out straight right now. Sorry to all the Notre Dame fans in Kern County. And I very rarely make predictions, but I'm going SC big.
Yeah.
On the road, big. 2nd and 7, Wolfpack. Wow, a nicely designed play, but going nowhere. South High School on their really tough defensive line up there. They are making some big tackles, and that tackle was made by number 51. Steve Olivas. What a nice play. Here's our Volvo Rents replay, and Steve comes up with a big tackle, a tough guy tackle.
Yeah, inside handoff here. And South High, what they're doing here is they're not getting deep penetration. What they're playing is slide across the front. They're taking their front linemen here. Instead of shooting upfield, which you do not want to do against the wing tee, they're playing it very smart, and they're sliding their linemen.
Ridgeview, 3rd and 5, incomplete. And, man, that just dropped right down there by the feet of Brian Adams. Brian, I know you've got some guests with you. I'm going to come to you in just a second. Well, let's do it right now. Brian, we're going to do a little exchange here from the field. What do you have down there, big fella?
Well, Vance, right now, I have Brad Harris, the athletic director. Brad, what's going on with the Wolfpack this year athletically?
Kids are working hard, and so they're all seeing the result now with the record 5-0, and they're playing hard defense. But the kids are getting in the weight room. They're a team. They're having fun. And that all spells for an exciting time.
Well, right now they're going to try to put this field goal through, so I know you're hoping to go through. Sure. What are we saying, 3?
3. He kicked 40.
You heard it here, so back to you, Vance.
Thank you. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's up, and it's good. What a nice kick. Hey, Brian, they're on the scoreboard. Keep your man down there. I want you to thank him personally for Bright House Networks, for all the fellas that come out here and get set up. They fed us like kings tonight, Brian.
Vance, just want to thank you from the Bright House, all of us, for all the setup and taking care of us this afternoon.
That's what it's all about, guys. We're having a good time here.
Thank you, Brad.
Appreciate that. 10-3. Nice big field goal by the Wolfpack, and they didn't get in the end zone, but Paul, your assessment of the Wolfpack getting down there and getting that nice field goal.
Hey, first of all, their kicker, Paul Rodriguez, last week he hit a 47-yarder. He's hit a 42 and a 40 this year. He's got a real strong leg. I was watching him kick. I'm not surprised he made that little chip shot. That's a chip shot for this young man. He's definitely he's a pretty good kicker. What do I think? I think good job, Ridgeview. I'm sure Coach Cruz and everybody else would like to have 7 out of that. But the important thing is now you're starting to build momentum. You put points on the board, just like we said at the beginning of the game. Coach Napier, hey, first thing you got to do is get that goose egg off the board. Coach Napier did it. Hey, kick the field goal, get points. Then same thing. Coach Cruz comes down here, and what happens? Hey, 4th and medium range. You got a good kicker. Let him kick the ball. Get the goose egg off there. Get some points. Now you're within a touchdown. The ball bounces the wrong way on this kickoff. You're right back in there.
Here is a kickoff. Wow, it's a bullet. It's about a 2-iron. Smack through the end zone. So South High will take over exactly 10.5 to go here in the second quarter. And, hey, anything could happen in this game. Hey, Brian Adams, as always, you're doing something, that I don't know if you should be doing. Brian, what's going on?
Well, Vance, I'm on my second Harley Davidson this year, and I'm with Mark Pitzer from the Booster Club. Mark's going to tell you exactly what's going on as I sit here and model the Harley.
Well, folks out there, what we have is our Harley Davidson 883 Sportster, 2005 brand new. And what we're doing is we're auctioning it off for $10 a ticket, and this is to help raise money for the athletic boosters. It's not just sport football, but sport all the programs throughout all of Ridgeview High School. That would be like volleyball, baseball, and things like that. So that's what we're here doing. We're auctioning this thing off, and come on down, buy some tickets. We're not going to auction off till the last home game, which will be against Centennial.
Mark, my guys in the booth are saying, what's this Harley worth?
This Harley's worth about $8,000. If you were to go down brand new, look at it just on the showroom floor, it's going to be about $8,000.
Well, then get Brian off
All right,
of it.
Bernie has the winning ticket, he says. Back to you, Vance.
Second and 10. South High School looking to get some more points on the board. Maldonado hands the ball off, and the running back runs into a lot of trouble. That is one nice bike. Brian, how'd it feel? How'd it feel to be on that thing?
I'm going to tell the wife I might have to get one of those. Well,
yeah.
She had to get me one.
Yeah, I'm sure that's on your wife's top priority list right now, getting you a Harley. Third and 10. South High School is running. No, sorry, third and 5. South High School is running into a little bit of trouble right now. This Wolfpack defense starting to dig in a little bit here. Just under 10 minutes left to go in the half. South High up by 7. Maldonado throws to his left. Beautiful pass out there to Eric Hall, and I believe it's going to be very, very close to a first down, Paul.
Yeah, it looks like young Hall, he's a junior, and I remember when he was younger. Looks like he ran that route about a yard too short. You want to go a yard past the stick and then come back. He goes to the stick and comes back, but he's a junior, first year on varsity, and they come up about a yard short, and in this situation you have to punt the ball out. That's so here he goes. Eric Hall goes back to punt.
Eric Hall, MVP, most versatile player tonight. Clock is ticking. Boy, I've seen a lot of players running on the field late tonight and running off the field a little too late. So it's week 6, and there's still a little bit of miscommunication on some of these special teams.
Yeah, that's never good. As a coach, that's what you do not like to see.
Now we've got some laundry. So another unnecessary penalty for a game that really has been quite fluid to have all these penalties.
Yeah, both teams are running the ball. South High's known for passing the ball, but Coach Napier's his plan tonight was to keep the ball on the ground, and we'll see how long they stick with that plan.
Change it to 4th and 6, not a huge difference. It's a high punt, not a bad punt, and now it's all going to be about this scary little bounce. Well, taking about the 44-yard line, it's going to be Ridgeview's chance to tie this baby up inside the side of the football field for South High School. So they're already on the inside of the football field. Let's see if they can get this thing in the end zone tonight. Another big football game we have. Who's the game we were talking about earlier? We don't have the Californian in front of us tonight.
I left it out in my pickup, but I did read it, California, and I did have it. We were talking about BHS Garces earlier.
Hey, Brian, we were talking about BHS Garces, and your man Paul up here went with the Rams. I'll get your thoughts in just a second. 1st and 10, Wolfpack. Pennington hands the ball off to Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith comes up, takes a couple big hits, and gets knocked out of bounds out there. Nice big first down. Nice big first down out there. Brian Adams, your thoughts. BHS at Garces.
Well, BHS is making the change to Philip Thomas at quarterback, and I think that gives them a little bit more of a dynamic attack. However, I'm hearing a lot of good things from the Garces camp. I'm going to go out on a limb on this one, Vance. I'm going BHS 17, Garces 14.
Whoa, Brian Adams gives us scores. He gives us points. So Brian Adams picks BHS by a field goal. I don't think that's too unsound of a pick, Brian. Pretty smart pick. We'll see what happens. Ridgeview on a 1st and 10 play. They run wide out there, Paul. And it might be my own perception, but I think both defenses playing very well tonight as well.
Yeah, your perception is very, very correct, as I would say. Very correct. Ridgeview keeps trying to get outside on this South High defense, and this South High has some speed here. I don't understand this, but I'm sure I don't coach Ridgeview, and the coaches, they have good coaches. So I'm not going to sit up here and second guess. It actually set something up here. Ridgeview's offense, the wing T offense, they have about 6 to 8 basic plays that they will run over and over and over. The trick is they run it out about 15 to 20 different formations. So, you know, they go, well, we have 8 plays, but they run it out of 20 different formations.
So these football players go to school all day and think they've got it tough with all their studies and get to the football field with 20 different variations of 8 plays. Man, I don't know if I ever had to study that much in basketball. Here we go. Penalty against the Wolfpack brings it back to a 2nd and 12. Was 2nd and 7. That's unfortunate. Again, kind of that double cross or belly play right up the middle has been successful. I mean, every time they do it, they get an average of 7-8 yards. You know, this happened to be 2nd and 12, though.
Yeah, this is a little short inside reverse. They get the ball going in one motion here, and then they run an inside handoff back against the grain. It's the wing T's version of a reverse play there. A lot of times we see that in an I formation or the old pro split where the reverse is really strung out. With the wing T, it's more in between tackles, and you try to get their linebackers trapped there.
Big play for the Wolfpack, 3rd and 5. Pennington hands the ball off to the workhorse, but it doesn't happen. Look at this. Kyle Mitchell, the 200-pounder sophomore, is
now it's decision time. You know, Coach Cruz was talking to me about his kicker when I touched on earlier, Paul Rodriguez. It's still early in the game. Do you kick it here? It's 4th and 3, 4th and 4. You want to show confidence in your offense. Coach Cruz has got to take some time out and talk about this, because this is a play, and this is where a head coach actually has to earn his money. You know, that big money they get for coaching high school football here in Kern County.
Wow.
But I tell you, these guys obviously do it for their love, because I've seen these coaches' checks, and guys, parents, people, Kern County, thank your head coaches. Thank your head coaches and all their assistant coaches, because it comes out to a whole whopping maybe 10 cents to 15 cents an hour.
Wow. Hey, locally owned and operated, Volvo Rents has everything you need for that weekend home improvement project. Sometime tonight, I'm sure our director Bernie will have shots of our cameramen up on top of these big booms, these big genie booms from Volvo Rents. And the shot you were just looking at was coming from one of our cameramen on the booms. And for those of you that have been at a football game so far and watched the Bright House Network production crew, look at those 2 booms right there. Volvo Rents, that's about as best of an advertisement as you can get, with 2,000 people sitting right behind it watching it. 4th and 3, big play for the Wolfpack. No dice, says South High. That South High School sidelines is up, and they are pumped up. What a great, great play out there for the South High School Rebels. Here's our Volvo Rents replay, and Gabe Montoya comes up with a big, big tackle. Look at this, Brian.
Yeah, they run stretch or sweep out to the left here and try to use the whole side of the field. Let him get out there and look for a lane to cut back. That's what it's designed to do. But there was no lane, nowhere to cut back.
No huddle offense for South High. They get right to it. Maldonado behind center. Hands the ball off to the left side. And Ridgeview, they also answer back with a nice, tough scrimmage line stance. So that'll bring up 2nd and long. Unbelievable. I don't have the Bakersfield, California with me. Hey, Brian, you're down there. What are some other games, some big games tonight in Kern County that I don't have in front of me? You have any on the tip of your tongue? Doesn't Taft have a big ball game tonight? That running back that's just running over guys?
Vance, I have nothing on the tip of my tongue, but I will get something for you soon.
Taft is at Golden Valley.
That's it.
Taft is at Golden Valley. We've got the pass versus the run.
I'm taking Golden Valley after what we've seen.
Maldonado rolls right, has a man open, guns it. Wow, what a nice arm this kid has. And it's up to the about the 41-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down. So, man, oh, man. I like this Maldonado kid. He just runs hard, throws hard, delivers hard.
In the SWYL, we have South and Ridgeview. We have Centennial at West. I believe they're at West. Then you have Stockdale playing North High. And they are at Stockdale, because last year Stockdale was at North. I remember that game. So, you know, you got West and Centennial. Centennial coming off, you know, a win. They got to win and see what they can do against that speedy West High team.
1st and 10 for the Rebels. Nothing again. Maybe lost the yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. Next week, the Bright House Network production crew is going back over to the east side. We'll be hosted by the Blades and head coach Jim Maples. And the Garces Rams. I don't think it's any secret to Kern County. I have some small connection to the basketball program over there at Garces. And I'll tell you what, Great program, great coaches, great school, great family. But that doesn't mean anything to the East High Blades. What a ball game that's going to be next week. Can't wait. Garces at East, week 7 for Bright House Network. 2nd and 12 for the Rebels. Maldonado has one back with him, and that back was moving. So the one back he had with him was Jason Ward. Hey, Brian, let's step ahead. Next week, we're going to have Garces at East. Both programs improving week by week. What do you expect next week?
Well, I expect a good game next week because both defenses are going to have to make some plays because both the offenses are going to put points on the board. One thing about Garces is that they have a running game along with the passing game, and they have a receiver that can command some double teams, so that could open up some things for other players. Back to you, Vance.
Thank you, Brian. The quarterback for Garces, Brendan Barcade, the Barcade Experience. A great interview in the Bakersfield, California, and this big football interview, and he starts off talking about basketball in the Valley Championship they won last year against the 7-foot Twins. Special time. 2nd and 17, South High School. Maldonado keeps. Now he pitches. Out to the big fella. Big fella's wrapped up heavy. Lost for another yard. Jason Ward couldn't get free.
Now here they run. They fake the dive inside, and we're going to see it hopefully here on the replay. Volvo Rinse replay. Here we go. Fake the dive inside. There we go. And then he runs out, run the little option. Nice pitch with the left hand there, Mr. Maldonado. Nice job. And then they stand the big guy up and watch. The Ridgeview guys just pound on him, sending a message there.
Wow. Just under 5 minutes left in the first half. Big 3rd down for Ridgeview. If they can hold him here, maybe a little damage in the end zone. Maldonado tries the hard snap. Doesn't work. Now he's got the big fella in motion. Long snap. Maldonado in trouble. Look at this, Kern County. Whoa, what a play. And all that ambient noise you hear is that Ridgeview crowd about 2 or 3 feet away from me. Big play, 4th and long. They're going to have to punt it. So maybe they can tie this thing up before halftime. We'll see.
Yeah, as I lean out as far as I can to see the clock, we got 4:28 there left as we go to punt. What we see here is Maldonado, before the ball was snapped, he moves his running back over to the left because Ridgeview had an outside backer. Looked like he was going to blitz. Then they come up the middle, and they get the South High offensive line turned the wrong way.
Whoa, no snapping. Oh, it was deflected. Oh boy! Well, the flag is out. They say he was hit, so it's going to be a penalty on the defense. But, I thought the ball was deflected. Well, we'll see it on the Volvo Rinse replay, and I guess we're going to be the only ones that see it, unless you're watching this from your living rooms tonight. But it looked like it was deflected, but they still called a penalty. Ouch! Here we go. Here's our Volvo Rinse replay, Paul. You and I get a first glance at it.
Yeah, they get after it here.
Oh, my goodness. It was demonstrably
Mr.
hit.
Official, come on now. Watch the ball.
Well,
yeah, we go back to earlier. The knee was down on that special teams play, it looked like. And now they they get a piece of the ball. But my man, Eric Hall, does a little bit of acting.
We've got a timeout on the field, Paul, and I think more than anything, South High wants to call a timeout, I think, just to regroup and say, hey, we put the rush on, we put the blitz on, we blocked the punt, and now we have it called against us. Hey, Brian, you were down there, bird's eye view. We're replaying this to our community. Well, what did you see?
Well, Vance, from my vantage point, I thought it was blocked as well, sitting here on the sideline right by it. Also,
oh, boy.
The ball changes. You can see kind of how the ball spins differently. Even with a shank, it doesn't spin like that. It has a different spin. So, back to you, Vance.
Well, Thank you, Brian. The South High coach, as we see out there, Coach Napier out there, and he's pleading his case. Every good coach is a good attorney, and he's out there saying, come on now, the ball went up one way, came down another way.
He doesn't want that. That would be against him. The Ridgeview coach should be out there complaining, saying, look, we got a piece of the ball. What they did,
Sorry.
They didn't get roughing the kicker. They got running into the kicker. It's only a 5-yard penalty, so it's going to be 4th and long still.
Okay.
They're going to have to re-kick. What Coach Napier was out there arguing the point was, Vance, was going, hey, you're going to call that. How can you call running into the kicker? They roughed him. Look at my man. Eric Hall did some great acting there.
Good.
And he's saying he got hurt. So here we go again. We're going to redo it.
Ridgeview now backs off a little bit and says, let's get some nice field position. Nice big punt out there. Hall just really booted this one with the wind. The current up there in the air just kind of slowed it down. About the 43-yard line. So after all that, really somewhat inconsequential. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wolfpack.
Now, talking about games, SEYL. We've got Liberty at Foothill. We already talked about Garces at BHS. That leaves East High versus Highland. Now, East High gets to play Highland, and Garces has to play BHS. Then Garces has to turn around and play East next week. So that's going to be a tough schedule.
Pennington goes up top on 1st and 10. Wow, what a nice arm this kid has. Just over the arms of Gabe York out there. The crowd wants some interference, but no dice. That was a really nice play on both sides of the ball. Nice pass. Pennington airs it out.
I like that play, not just as a fan perspective, but as a coach. You've got to eventually stretch the field. If you don't ever, what we say, stretch the field, that means go vertical. Get the ball down 20, 25 yards, 30 yards. Let your quarterback use his arm every once in a while. If not, that defense just tightens up and gets closer and closer and tighter and tighter. You got to stretch the field.
Draw play. Draw play. Joseph Rivas really doesn't get too far on that. Well, Brian, you brought up an interesting point before we started this football game about the undefeated Wolfpack and how they come in and the mentality of they approach this game. And I don't really think it matters who they're playing. I just think that when you're 5-0, you want to stay 6-0 and you'll do anything it takes. Do you get the sense that this Wolfpack team is playing with abandonment now and really trying to get their 6th win on the board here?
You know, man, I think they're taking advantage of a mistake earlier by the South High special teams, but also they kept the game close. And that's what you want to do. And you see it with the good teams. You learn how to win, and when you learn how to win, you just feel things are going to go your way if you can keep the game close. And they've done that exactly tonight, so they're going to give themselves an opportunity to try to put some points on before this half. But also, you're in the game in the second half, and you get the ball back to start the half, so they're right where they want to be right now.
I guess the point I'm trying to say is if you're over on the other side of Bakersfield and you hear the score at halftime, and let's say it's halftime, and it's South 10, Ridgeview 3, a lot of people are going to go, ooh, more laundry. And this game had been swimming along quite nicely had it not been for some penalties. And Paul, you're shaking your head, and I know why. It just seems kind of unnecessary at this stage of the season, huh?
Yeah, I'm shaking my head because I'm going back to my coaching days, and I'm going, come on, guys. Quit shooting ourselves in the foot. Once Ridgeview gets momentum, you know, there we go. It's a 4th and very short. Coach Cruz is showing his seniors confidence in him by going for it and trying to get the first down. And we've got movement. We can't even go on snap count. This is varsity football, you know. Guys get it right. And after a while, you know, Coach Cruz trying to keep his cool on the sideline, but after a while, it just gets to you as a coach. It's like, come on, guys. But I know the seniors on this Ridgeview group, they know how to win now. They'll get it together. Nice punt.
Well, a nice punt could be tough to handle, not for the South High Rebel. He's got some blocking. He's got a wall there. Hey, look out, Kern County, if he busts one up. Now he cuts across the grain, and still a nice run. Nice run out there by Joel Velasquez. Velasquez gets about 30 yards. I believe it was about a 30-yard return. So 2:23 left here in the first half. The Rebels are up by 7. Here's our Volvo Rinse replay, and Velasquez, I thought he had a nice wall of protection out there, but he sees it better than I do, and he hears a lot of footsteps as well.
I like the fact that he stays in bounds. There you go. Don't go running out of bounds. There, that a man. Way to take it inside and get another 7 yards.
Be a man and get thumped.
Yeah, that's what football's about. Don't worry, Mom. He's got a helmet on.
That's the voice of Paul Press. 1st and 10. Maldonado. Wow, what a nice play. This Maldonado kid, he's just, the guy's just, what can I say about him? I like him. He's just a good kid, and he throws the ball hard. I like quarterbacks that really zing it.
I do too. I would hope he goes through a growth spurt this year because he's only about 5'9", 5'10". And we see him, he's a good leader. He directs this offense. He pulls it back there, makes another decision, gets it out there, moves the chains. And, hey, this is plenty of time for this South High spread offense to score. They're going to let him throw.
Just under 2 minutes left in the first half. Clock's ticking. Maldonado right from the 50-yard line. Pumps once. Throws across the middle. Has a man wide open. And he's still running. He's down to the 1-yard line. Oh, man, I don't think he got in, but what a great play. The pump fake by Maldonado throws everybody off, and South High School knocking on the door. Hey, was that Ryan Nichols? Was that number 7? No, he pumps to 7. And then he delivers it to Joel Velasquez. I believe it was Velasquez out there. Oh, man, beautiful play. Brian, from the field level perspective, how'd it look?
Oh, Vance, it opened up beautifully. He pump fake to the left side. He had a mismatch height-wise. Then he throws it down the middle on the seam to Velasquez. And it was a great play, and South High's knocking the door. Back to you, Vance.
Paul Press, you're pointing to the screen, but it doesn't matter what we see. Touchdown. Woo! What were you pointing at, big guy?
Maldonado. Hey, that's the same play. Come on, Ridgeview. Linebackers, get a memory. Hey, get a memory, guys. 3rd and 1, 3rd and short. They spread you out. Maldonado gets the ball, and he just reads. Come on, guys.
I'll tell you what.
You knew where it was going. I'm pointing at the screen at Maldonado going, hey, if I'm a linebacker, I'm not looking anywhere except for Maldonado.
Paul makes a great point, but I'll tell you what, these kids didn't have time to think about it. South High throws a 50-yard bomb. They no-huddle it, and the quarterback jumps over the field, over the goal line. South really had that prepared well. Hall up and, I think he pushed it to the right. No good. So I don't know if that'll be something of consequence down the road, but it's 16-3 South High School with a very impressive long pass from Maldonado to Velasquez, and as you say, Paul, the Ridgeview defense really couldn't even prepare for Maldonado to jump over. It looked like they just ran up there, started the play, and good coaching. Hey, long drive, get on the line of scrimmage, and let's go.
Yep, and once again, that's why he's the number 2 quarterback in Kern County, and I say number 2 as in passing yards. Hey, he's a good quarterback. His direction, like I said, I hope he has a little bit of a growth spurt because he's a little short to go D1. Most Division I colleges like him a little taller than 5'9", 5'10", but I tell you what, hey, Doug Flutie was short, and he went to Boston College, and they love him. And that's what Coach Napier and Joe Maldonado talk about all the time. Say, hey, Doug Flutie did it. Doug Flutie did it. Let's see. So, hey, you know what? He's only a junior. I'm sure he's gonna go to some of the night camps this summer. I'm sure he'll get invited. You have to get invited to those, but he's one of the top quarterbacks in this area, and only being a junior. So they're gonna start taking some looks at him. Gets in the weight room, gets a little bit more strength and size on him. Hey, someone's going to willing to take. You know what? So he's only 5'10". So what? If you can roll him out and create, it depends on what type of college he goes to, what type of offense they run. If they run a single drop back, stay in the pocket, throw, he's not your guy. But if you like to roll out and create, this kid will be your guy. And hopefully some colleges are out there and give him a shot.
And he's got a whole nother year.
Yeah.
$1:29 left in the first half. Eric Hall kicks it off for South. Another nice low 1-iron, and it's going to be handled by the Wolfpack. They'll see if they can get it in decent field position and make something happen. Well, a nice run out there again. I thought it was Joseph Anaya. It looked like it was. So 1 minute and 21 seconds left in the first half. The Wolfpack have a field goal, and that's it. South High has 16 points. They've done quite well, and yes, this is Anaya. Our Volvo Rinse replay is looking for some kind of a gap to get through. So, well, Paul, $1:21 left here. Can Wolfpack put together a game plan, get him close to the end zone?
Well, it goes back to that motion call. Offsides and kills that drive earlier. And
oh goodness, should have been picked off out there. I don't have the name yet. That's Ryan Nichols. The ball just went right through Ryan Nichols. Well, I don't know if it went through his hands, but he had a pretty good shot at picking this thing off. And ouch, that would have hurt.
Yeah. I touched on it right before that play, but we go back and it's 4th and 2, and Ridgeview, Coach Cruz decides he's going to go for it. They come up, they get a penalty, so they have to punt. South High comes down and strikes. Could have been 10-10 at halftime. Now we're looking at 16-3.
Great point. Pennington overthrows out to the right side out there. It was intended for number 81, Jerome Jones. So Pennington overthrows his receiver, and that brings up a 3rd and 10. Heaven forbid South High gets the ball back with some time left on the clock.
Woo! Yeah, and they do have timeouts, and they've got a smart quarterback. He's been making good checks all night. He has a second half like the first half. Well, there's no doubt who our player of the game is going to be.
Pennington decides to keep fumble. Pennington decides to keep it on the ground. Ooh, Ridgeview running back returned. He picked up his own fumble there. That's Kyle Michelin. Now that would have been a stinger. But as it is, South High calls their timeout because they're looking to get the football back on a punt. Here comes the run up the middle, and that ball is out, and it's loose. And whoa, very fortuitous bounce from Mr. Mitchell. And, Paul, you made a great point. South High had timeouts. They burned one, so now they're going to get the football back with just under a minute because as it stands, it's a $1:01. Don't let those fans right there fool you. This is one exciting football game. We're loving it.
This is really good football. Really good football. As we're watching a very good game, and it's interesting. You know, we see Coach Napier over there talking to the South High players. We can get a shot of that over there, and they're in a huddle. And, you know, what they're talking about here, do we go for this and do we try to get a block on, or do we set up a return? Personally, I don't want to say too much in case I ever coach again, which I don't think I am. Looking at my future, that might be a little hint to what's to come. But drop a little hint there for Bakersfield. But I would set up return, and I would go return left and use the wide side of the field over here.
Well, a lot of options, but one I don't think they'll use is a fake punt. This is going to go in the air.
Yeah.
Long count. Nobody jumps. Oh, look out, it's bobbled. He doesn't get the punt up. Now I don't believe he can advance it, but what a disastrous turn of events for the Wolfpack. At the end of the first half, he went to punt the ball, and it fell out of his hands. He shellacked his kneecap against one of the South High School shoulder pads, and oh man, Chase Lanyon goes to make the look at this. Here we go, Kern County. Oh boy, look out, and pow! A kneecap to the face mask can never feel good. So wowee, here come the Rebels. 53 seconds left in the first half, and just as you thought they might kind of run things into the halftime with the clock, no dice. Here comes South High. Maldonado, he's got 4 options out there. He launches one up. Oh, and it's got to be interference, and it is. As he's just about to get to the goal line on the same play we saw earlier, he gets tripped up, and there's Joel Velasquez thinking, man, that would have been a TD. Woo!
Yeah, on that punt earlier, you know, this is a great kicker and great punter in Paul Rodriguez. He's got a very strong leg, but he's a soccer player. He's not used to using his hands. You know,
man.
He
well, here's
can
our
kick the ball with his
replay.
feet. Look at this replay. What they do here is they go 5 receiver, they go 4 deep, they go 4 vertical, empty backfield, and then they have one dragged down, trying to get a safety to jump up. They go 4 vertical. That means 4 go patterns, 4 guys running straight down the field, 1 guy doing a drag across the middle, getting one of those safeties to jump forward. They get a pass interference. This is interesting what they do here with 47 seconds left. Do you run it here or do you throw it in?
Well, down here in the left corner, there's very much a mismatch down here. Maldonado rolls to his right, not even thinking to look left. Throws into the end zone, and a great defensive play out there by the Wolfpack. That's number 31, Tyler Smith, and comes up with a big, big deflection. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, nice call on that. There's a mismatch out here. From where I'm standing, I can't see that corner of the field, so you're going to have to call this side of the field because where I'm at, I'm looking at a wall here. But if I lean out there, I can see, yeah, they do have a mismatch out here to the left. See if they throw that up. Fade.
2nd and 10. Maldonado has receivers everywhere. Pumps once, throws to the corner. Does he have a TD? No, and wow, he had a man open too. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. That was the big guy. Tyshawn Johnson is a tall kid. How tall is Johnson? He's 6'4", 170 pounds, and he had, hey, that Wolf is bumming.
Yep, he's going, come on, guys, I have nothing to howl about. If you know, I want to get excited and howl. Look at that guy. He's like, I don't have anything to howl about.
If you're just tuning in, this is not the Animal Network. Animal Planet. This is not Animal Planet. This is Bright House Network's football with Maldonado, the quarterback, going for a keeper. No way. Ridgepack with some very heady defense right there because that could have done it. That could have been a bit of an early game breaker right there. Woo! Clock ticking. 23, 22, 21, 20 seconds left here in the first half. 4th and 7. South High will go for the easy 3 here. I say easy because they look like they've been doing everything else rather easily tonight. 10 seconds. They're going to have to get this up here quickly, or will they just call a timeout and make it smooth and easy?
Yeah, they'll let it get down to about 2 seconds and call a timeout here.
And they do. 2 seconds left. Great call, Poach Press.
Yeah, it's 4th down here. Normally, if it's 3rd down, you want to kill the clock with about 7 seconds. That way, if it's a bad snap, you can throw it out and get another one. But if it's 4th down here, you let it go all the way down to 2 seconds. A snap, kick, clock's over. And, half's over, and you're going in 16-3 or 19-3. So, either way, South High is looking good going into halftime. And we'll see which way Brian Adams gets over there and see if he can round up Coach Napier going in at halftime. I'm sure he's going to be excited to talk about what's going on here because South High Rebels, there goes my buddy, Coach Tobias just walked by us, my buddy I coached with out in Delano. He had a smile on his face. He's an assistant coach with South High this year, and
seem pretty
they're
pleased.
happy.
Well, it's officially 2 seconds left in the first half. It's 4th down and 7 from about the 13-yard line. South High had a very good break. They ran into a muffed punt. The punt really never got off, so it puts them in position to have a field goal here at the end of the first half to make it 19-3 instead of 16-3. Well, let's see. Eric Hall's been all over the field tonight, making kicks, catching passes, and now with the hold, let's see what happens. The snap, the hold, the kick. Eric Hall, it's up and it's, woo, that is a one big kick and it says no. Eric Hall's looking at him going, hey, fellas, I basically kicked that thing in the barbecue pit. How can it not be good? Well, just a little bit left, and that brings us to 16-3. It's halftime. South High School really hanging in there tough. The home team of Ridgeview came into this undefeated, but right now they're down 13 points at halftime. When we come back, we'll have the Ridgeview Marching Band and some halftime thoughts. Oh, we're getting lucky. We're watching Brian Adams just working the sidelines. Hey, Kern County, don't go anywhere. Brian Adams, I see you huffing it down there. Who are you trying to track down? Well, Brian, as we follow you over there with your own camera and your own microphone boom, this ought to be big time. Coach Napier with Brian Adams. Go ahead, Brian.
Vance, I'm here with Coach Napier, and he's up 16-3 in this first half. Coach, tell us what you guys did and what you want to work on for the second half.
Well, we came out and we ran the ball okay, and we threw the ball, kind of kept them off balance there in the first half, and we're hoping to come out and kind of do the same thing. We got to capitalize down here, doggone it. You know, missing a PAT and missing a field goal, that kind of hurts you. But yeah, we got to capitalize in the red zone. Ridgeview's a good team, and we got to get the points when we can.
We want to get a little bit of your take on Maldonado. We saw him last year as a sophomore and his growth to this point so far.
Yeah, he's the kind of kid that's kind of taken over the game, and I sure appreciate that. It sure makes it fun to call plays when he's out there for us.
Well, Coach, good luck in the second half, and thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent, Brian. Thank you. You know what, Kern County, with such a beautiful shot from our boom camera and such a nice job by this Ridgeview band, it's a beautiful night. Let's watch this Ridgeview band march out. All right, Bernie, I just introduced the band, Bernie.
Well, I thought we could sign up for the dish. We immediately did not enjoy the product. When I wanted it out, they said, fine, but it will cost me $900, so I enlisted the Better Business Bureau. We think Bright House Networks is wonderful. We're glad to be with them.
Dump the dish and get digital service from Bright House Networks for less than $29 a month.
Welcome back, Kern County Bright House Network subscribers. Whoa, what a football game we've got. We're about to have the kickoff here in the second half. Hey, Brian Adams, you had planned a halftime interview after the halftime meeting with the head coach of Ridgeview, but my guess is they have an awfully intense meeting there at halftime. No time for the media.
Yeah, Vance, I'm agreeing with you. I think they're not happy about what happened in the first half. They feel they're a better ball club when they put on the field in terms of penalties and some mistakes. But, that's what you have to do when you're trying to be 6-0. You got to regroup and just tell your guys, hey, 16-3, we still got a lot of ball game left. We're right in it, and let's see if we can't get back in it and pull this out. Back to you, Vance.
Paul Press, South High School, feeling good about things.
Yeah, I bet they are. And we saw that right going in before half with Coach Napier. They want to clean up a few things, but they have a second half like they did the first half. We're looking at a big-time win.
Here's the kickoff to start the third quarter. The upside is that Ridgeview gets to start off the third quarter, second half. Whoa, with the football, and he's down on a knee. Oh, unfortunate. Coach Cruz has got his hands on his hip going, can I not catch a break? Oh, boy. Joseph Anaya was down there waiting for the kick, and it was kind of a floater in the wind. And by the time it got down to him, a little bit of a mishandle. He goes back to pick it up. He's on his knee. That's it. He's down 1st and 10 from their own 6-yard line.
Yeah, and let's give the officials credit. They caught that one. I was on them earlier about not catching the one on the knee. They caught that one there, so good for them.
Well, if you can believe this, before we start off the first play of the third quarter, somebody's done something wrong, and we've got some laundry. Let's see what the call might be. I'm not quite sure she's 100% sure of what it is either. Oh, wow, the false start before they had even, to me it looked like they haven't even got lined up. Well, that dog if these dogs are going to start getting frustrated and start gnawing at the bit, they're going to want to get out there and start helping this wolf pack. Let's see if they can do it on their own. First, and that scoreboard says 1st and 13, but that wouldn't make any sense, would it?
Half distance.
Oh, I'm sorry, Paul. Half the distance to the goal line. And now it looks as if a timeout has been called with 2 seconds into the third quarter. Well, sometimes I'm at a loss for words. Not all the time, but sometimes. I don't know. Was there a timeout called, or did these referees have like a little bit of a chit-chat discussion, and that allowed both teams to go over and talk to their coaches as before they officially begin the third quarter?
Yeah, and it looked like Ridgeview only had 10
Brian.
guys. So, looked like Ridgeview only had 10 guys on the field at one point, and the officials are trying to get everything straightened up, and finally, here we go.
First play of the second half for the Wolfpack. Trying to get outside. Oh, boy, dangerous territory, running laterally across the end zone. He gets out of trouble, and that was Tyler Smith, and we've had a halftime report. Bakersfield over Garces at a halftime 17-3. By the time you're watching this tonight or possibly tomorrow, could be old news. We'll find out. Here's our first Volvo rinse play of the second half, and Tyler's trying to get outside, but ooh, that's dangerous ground running along that goal line, Paul.
Yeah, and luckily he has enough speed. He's got enough speed. And here we come back with second play.
Oh, boy, the South High fans and coaching staff and players just all did what we did. Woo-hoo, what a hit. What a hit. This is going to make the highlight tapes of tonight's football. Let's see if we get this.
Well, Ridgeview's trying to get a cutback lane here, and he cuts back. But when he cuts back, he plants and he turns. By the time he plants and turns and comes back, here comes the linebacker filling that lane.
The only back he got was a D-back.
Yeah.
Pitch out to the left side. What a nice play, but South High School defense really stepping up again, and no gain on the play. And this South High School team is fired up. This coaching staff, Coach Napier's marching down the sideline, just pumping his guys up. Look out, Kern County, here come the Rebels of South High School.
Yeah, and field position, here we go. South High gets to start. If it goes well, they field this ball and everything goes okay, they're going to start playing on a half field. They're playing arena football right now, 50 yards and a touchdown.
Boy, you're throwing a carrot out there for me, Paul. I can't take it.
We'll see South High if they go after and try to block it right here. He is in his end zone.
Joel Velasquez standing midfield exactly at the 50-yard line. They do not get the block, and Velasquez looks like he'll have a chance to run. He does. He catches it dab smack in the middle of the 50-yard line. Velasquez cuts up. Now the only guy in his way is his own teammate, and that slows him down. But 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Ooh, let's go down to Brian Adams as we have the switch of the fields. Brian, where are you? Who are you talking to?
Well, I have Jerry Antoine on my left. She's the athletic director, and I have Lee Vasquez on my right, the principal. First, we'll start with Jerry. Jerry, tell us about South High Athletics this year.
It's great. We're doing awesome. Look at the score. We have a new basketball coach, boys, Mark Rubal, and girls, David Bear. So we are looking for some great things for them. And our soccer program's looking to take league. They were 2nd last year. So we just got a lot of great things going on.
All right, well, good luck for the Rebels. And now, Mr. Vasquez, tell us about the South High Rebel education system.
We're doing great. Our scores are up, and the students are looking super this year. And so we have, high hopes for this year and next year and the years to come over at South High. We're really blessed and pleased with it.
All right, well, they're doing good this evening, so good luck the rest of this half, and thank you for your time, both of you. Thank you.
Go Rebels.
Wow, they're throwing out Go Rebels as Brian's trying to segue out of it. They love their high school, Paul. They're probably very thrilled with the fact that these Rebels have come on the road and come down here and put on a real strong showing. And unfortunately, penalty against the Rebels brings them back to almost midfield again. It's 1st and 20. Maldonado doesn't seem phased. Nice little drop back, looks, pump fakes. Now he runs into trouble. And the big boy, Oscar Cuevas. 6'1", 290 pounds. Woo! Hello, hi, how's your mom? Pow, what a hit.
Yeah, here it is we get a chance to see. He comes up and,
let me interrupt you, Paul. Let me interrupt you. Here's that hit from earlier. Ready? Watch this. Kern County. Pow! Ooh, this was from the play earlier. I heard that in my ears. I thought I'd interrupt you.
When he plants and tries to come back and runs right into the linebacker coming downhill. Nice job.
We're live now. 2nd and 25. Just under 9 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Maldonado looks, screenplay, has a man and overthrows him, and almost picked off. Dangerous play, and Maldonado takes a lick out there by number 53, Christian Mosher. Christian Mosher is the guy that ran him down in the first half and caught him on the sidelines over there. And Mosher greets young Eric Maldonado with quite possibly not a friendly greeting.
No, and Maldonado gets up. Reminds me of a quarterback last week we were watching.
Boy, Philip Rivera took some hits, didn't he?
Philip Rivera, you were one tough kid, man. Young man, I should say, because you're not a kid. A young man out there taking a beating. Maldonado gets up and shakes it off just like Rivera did last week. And here we go.
3rd and very long, and he's running again. Yikes, look out. Maldonado can't break free, and this Ridgeview crowd loves it. They are pumped up. Let's make a move is what they're saying. Let's make a move, fellas.
This is exactly what they needed right here was a big stop defense to get some momentum, get that sideline lived up, fired up, get them fired up. Let's go. Coach Durant out there, the defensive coordinator for Ridgeview, coming after Maldonado, not sitting back. Hey, you got to put pressure on a quarterback like that and bringing guys off the corner and up the middle, getting to him. So here we go, Ridgeview. Let's see if you can capitalize on this.
4th and very long, an end-over-end grade school punt, and whoo, those things are scary sometimes. About the 26-yard line, Ridgeview will have another opportunity here to put some points on the board. 1st and 10, Ridgeview ball. They're down 13 points. We are moving along swiftly here in the 3rd quarter. Other than the penalties, Paul, it's been pretty cool. Now, our director Bernie Johnson has been painstakingly making an effort to get a shot of you and I over here in our media booth. And one of the booms over here, our man on a blue boom, he's got a there. Now there you go, Kern County. See that? I don't know if you can see me. That's me over there. That's me waving. Stick your head out the window, Paul. That's me waving. There's Pablo's head sticking out the window. So I'm calling half of this game inside the booth. The other half I call it outside just to get a good view. Here comes the Wolfpack. Tyler Smith wrapped up, gets about 3 or 4 yards, runs into the back of his own man. I don't know if he would have gotten more either way, but that brings up second and 7, seconds 8. We'll see. Here's our Volvo Rents replay. Again, the current theme all night is great pursuit on both sides of the ball for defense efforts.
I'm almost stumped for words right now because I don't understand. Here we go back to live action.
Pennington. Oh, another big hit. No penalty flags. Those referees are chalking that thing up to hard hitting. Woo, boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
they come
man.
around here.
Well, oh boy.
Well, I don't understand right now. And I brought it up in the first half, and I thought there'd be adjustment. And I'm sure, like I said, I don't want to second-guess Coach Cruz because he knows his personnel and what they can block and everything. But it seems like they're trying to get outside on South High, and South High is doing a great job defensively of stringing this stuff out and filling up the cutback lane, so forcing him to go outside.
Pennington hands the ball to the big fella. Up the middle. Look at this. Nice big run out there. He almost broke it free. That was Kyle Mitchell. Kyle Mitchell gets the first down, and that keeps him going.
I'm pumping my fist going, that's what I'm talking about. You got to go right at South High. You can't try to go sideline to sideline in South High. They got too much speed on their DNs here. But they're a little light on their defensive line. I like the idea of going right at them here.
Pennington.
You don't need to run outside of them.
Sorry, Paul. Pennington barking out orders, moving men around, moving kids around, sends the man in motion. Stephon Miller goes in motion. The ball goes up to Mitchell. Mitchell pounds his way ahead again for 4 or 5 yards, and Ridgeview trying to make a move. You know, Kern County, I probably should have let you know, anytime Jeff Evans from the Bakersfield, California covers an event, you have to know it's a prestigious event. Jeff Evans, longtime Arvin friend of mine and colleague here in the print media, covering this game for us tonight for the Californian. The senior writer for the Californian, Mike Griffith, is at a place called Mesa Marin tonight, covering the last Friday night race ever at Mesa Marin. Bright House Networks will have that for you. Follow your programming. So it's nice to see Jeff Evans here. He's got a busy year at the Bakersfield Californian, covering the Roadrunners, covering the Renegades, and I think he's going to be covering a special team a little later on in the spring. 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
Big third down. Paul and I always laugh, Kern County, if you knew us well. There's always a big play. There's always a big play, and this is it right here. 3rd and 1. Can South High step up? Well, they stepped up, but it's still a pretty good play by the Ridgeview offense. They get another first down. So here come the Wolfpack, Paulie.
Yeah, run inside the tackles. Run inside your tackles, Coach Cruz. Keep doing it until South High makes an adjustment. Then when they make that adjustment and fill inside the tackles, then you go outside. Hey, give it to your big guy. Get 2 yards. You only need 1. Run inside the tackles. And until South High makes an adjustment and starts pinching this, you stay in, and that's exactly here what we see.
Well, Pennington stays inside the tackles, makes a nice move, and I think I can read Coach Cruz's mind now. He's probably saying, hey, you know what? Let's have a little fun. Let's make this thing work.
Exactly, and fun is the key. I came to their practice, and they have a lot of fun. California did a thing called the Durant games they do on Wednesday. We'll talk about that in a little bit because this is a good drive.
Wow, you're right about that, Paul. Now the big guy trying for some more yards. He's wrapped up, looks like maybe 5, 6 yards. And for what's been a real clean game on the field, other than technicalities, there hasn't been any hostilities, hasn't been any extracurricular activities here. So both programs really, really well coached, and it's a common refrain from us about the level of coaching here in Kern County. Another great witness of it tonight here. 2nd and 5. Men everywhere. I was just about to say, it looked like too many men in motion there.
Yeah, we got a little hurried. They had the fly motion, and he's going to bend out. And what happened was that the true tailback, the wing back is what they call it in the wing tee. The wing back comes in motion, what we call fly, which is flat down the line. Figure that out, Kern County. Fly, flat down the line. FL, guys. Come on, it's not too difficult, and that's why all these guys can remember 180 plays. But he comes in fly motion, and then he bends it back to the tailback. Tailback got a little anxious there, and,
brings up 2nd and 9. Pennington hands the ball off to Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith aggravated. I just think he's aggravated. He had nowhere to go.
Yeah, watch out. South High. South High is 3rd and 10. I talked about it earlier. Who do you watch right now? You watch the tight end. Watch the tight end right here. South High is 3rd and 10. Anything over 3rd and 10, always watch the tight end on wing T here. And watch the white side of the field here.
Big play, 3rd and 10. Handoff goes to the inside, makes a cut up field. South High School up for the challenge and meets him down here. Brian Adams on the field level in the corner of the end zone back there in the goal line. What did you take away from the first half overall, Brian? Do you think that Ridgeview wasn't up for the task, or was South High just taking care of business?
Well, I think one of the things, Vance, you got to remember is this is probably Ridgeview's first real test of the season of a team that might be equal in caliber to them. So they have to step up and take their game to another notch. And we haven't seen them match the intensity of South High yet.
Great point, Brian. 4th and 7. Pennington rolls right, waiting for his man to break out into the flat. Now he's just in flat-out trouble. He breaks free. Look at this, Kern County. What a move. Pennington throws down, and look at this. A great reception. But at the end of the day, guess what? I don't think it's a first down. South High School looks as if, wow, this is going to be close. From my own perspective, there's no possible way I thought it was a first down. Great play, exciting play. It looked good. But I think for the benefit of the doubt, the referees are going to bring the chains over. And here's our Volvo Rinse replay. Hey, this could go down for play of the game, play of the week. Pennington looks like he's in big trouble here on our Volvo Rinse replay. I think he's down right here. He breaks a tackle, comes through. I think he's off to the races, makes a great move. Yee! And then look at this, Bullet. Throws it to his receiver. Caught out there. The big guy, number 82, Marshawn White, but I don't think, and no, it's official. It is not a first down. South High takes over, so after all of the hoopla, Paul, 1st and 10, South's heading north.
Yeah, not a good thing. And we're looking down here, and we're looking at the Ridgeview Wolfpack. Their defense is kind of walking out there. Their offense comes off. Some of their guys have their helmets off. They're kind of looking around in disbelief going, what? We always get this. We always get that.
Well,
and now all of a sudden tonight they're not getting those few inches.
I tell you what, Paul, that is a very salient point, and as you made it, I could hear Brian Adams in my headset going, you're right, Paul. Brian, are you feeling a sense of deflation over there on that purple side?
Well, they're just not coming off with that kind of pep. And when you're down, this is when you have to come off like that the most. You got to show the team that, hey, we're not down and out. We're going to make a play. And you see right there they blitz through and just can't get them down. But that's exactly what you got to do if you're Ridgeview. You got to have something big, get the crowd in it, and get your sideline into it. You know, the guys in the sideline, they're not jumping around talking to each other. You got to stay in and say, hey, guys, we can do it, and keep their head up.
Well,
back to you, Vance.
Thank you, Brian. On that note, here's our Volvo Rinse replay. Christian Mosher and Jorge Laris coming right at Maldonado, and there's Mosher, and man, that kid can flat out play. He's been doing it tonight. And then we get a penalty, intentional grounding on the South High quarterback Maldonado. I think maybe at the last second his brain said, just get rid of it, but that's going to be a penalty, so it backs up the Rebels way back on the south side of the field. They were trying to head north, and they started heading south, so maybe this will play into a very, very opportune time for the Wolfpack here. The crowd is up. Hey, there's 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and the crowd's starting to come on their feet, Paul.
Yeah, and it's very close to safety time down here.
Oh, boy.
It's either going to go big play right here, one way or the other.
Well, Brian Adams is in my ear saying they've got to keep the pressure. Ridgeview's got to keep the pressure. Here it is. 3rd and 17. Maldonado takes a risky play. Oh, man, almost broke that for a long one, but he didn't get it. That'll bring up 3rd and very long. Brian Adams, you're Coach Napier. You're coaching South High School with his talent quarterback. What's the call here? 3rd and 26.
Well, right now, you know, when you're up 13 points, Vance, you got to be real careful you don't take a sack. And a lot of times what you see in the big leagues, in the college level, they'll just run a draw play right now, just so you don't make any big mistakes and you keep the ball, punt, and let your defense take a chance. But if you're Ridgeview, I like the aggressiveness they're using on this series. They came out and attacked after they didn't get the first down. Back to you, Vance.
Just don't get burned deep. Here we go. 3rd and 29 officially. Maldonado drops back, looks. They are pretty much going to take the safe route with the passing game. It's a gain of about 6-7 yards, but they're going to have to punt it out. And Ridgeview could have an opportunity to collect a punt at midfield at worst, Paul Press.
Yeah, and now you've got to see what does Ridgeview Wolfpack have in their guts. You know, you've got a senior quarterback and some senior linemen and all this. Are they going to come out here just because they got stopped last series? Are they going to come out and feed off this defense doing a great job?
Look at this field position here, Brian. The return man standing at the 35-yard line. Hey, there is a breeze and it's starting to come. Nice punt, but that wind is just beating it down. He's going to try to run it. He catches it and takes it. Always a dangerous play. I don't know if he can get he stepped out of bounds, but they'll take over about the 37-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the South High 37. They only have 37 yards to get the end zone, but boy, it's been tough so far tonight, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been tough. And what gets them is they get there, and then they make a mistake or they come up just a little short. Right here, you'd like to see him field this in the air. You never like it as a coach. It's like, make your decision up. Either I'm going to catch it and I'm going to go, or I'm going to let it bounce and get out of the way.
Here come the Wolfpack. South High School, another good job out there. They try to stretch it down the left side of the field, but this South High School defense just not going to have it tonight. They're just not going to let it happen. The run was intended by Brandon Owens. He's a junior. He tried to get outside, but Paul, I agree with you to the extent that, hey, it just hasn't been working with this speedy South High defense.
Yeah, and you know, you've unless they're setting something up here to come back against the grain, I'm very curious.
Pennington throws it out to the wing. Oh, boy, that's a nice tackle out there. If that tackle's not made, you just never know. Ryan Nichols with a nice play out in open field. A gain of about 5, I believe, brings up about 3rd and 7. Should be about 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and Pennington throws a nice ball. This is a strong kid. He's got good feet, gets the ball up here, throws a strike. And now it's 3rd and about 5 or 6.
Woo. Pennington hands the ball off, and wow, this could be a more exciting play than we thought, but woo! Another big hit. Man, that is a big hit out there. The ball carrier, for your information, was Dominique Hobbs, but Hobbs is wrapped up quickly out there by, I thought it was Ryan Nichols. Again, we'll see. Here comes Dominique Hobbs. Looks like he's looking for a little bit of room here, but yeah, it is. Hello. What a nice tackle out there. Man, open field, and I'll try to get that number for you. Maybe Brian grabbed it. I'm not sure. Was it 25 or 28? Yeah. Oh, it was number 25. Mark Henry with another nice tackle. Hey, Kern County, Mark Henry's the young man I was talking to at pregame. He was over there. Hey, that's the end of the quarter, 16-3. We have 1 quarter left, and this is one very good football game, but tense moments over here on the Ridgeview side where we're standing. South High School's up 16-3. Back in a moment with the 4th quarter.
Hi, I'm Victoria, and I dump my dish for Bright House Networks. I'm from Los Angeles, and I would like to watch Los Angeles news channels. With the dish, I had Chicago news channels, and so I get my LA channels here, and also my local channels, which is perfect for me. The high-speed chases, I watch that. And it's wonderful. It's just a big difference.
Dump the dish and get digital service from Bright House Networks for less than $29 a month.
Honey, are you gonna do that yard work today?
I'm looking up all the places I need to go. Next Saturday, I'll go and get the stuff.
Locally owned and operated Volvo Rents has everything you need for that weekend home improvement project. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will guide you through our vast assortment of tools, supplies, and rental equipment. From concrete or masonry mix, mixers or finishing tools, to lawn equipment and landscaping supplies and more. At Volvo Rents, we deliver more care in every rental.
I got you everything you need at Volvo Rents. Here's some gloves. Bye.
We're back, Bright House. Woo.
4th down play.
That was a big 4th down play, right, Paul? And out of nowhere, we came back from break, and Ridgeview had snuck into a 1st down, and that's a big 1st down. If you're just tuning in, this is Bright House Network's High School Football Game of the Week, Week 6, Game 6. South High School visiting Ridgeview, the undefeated Ridgeview Wolfpack. Right now, let's be frank, they're in jeopardy of losing this. They're down 13, and there's just under 12 minutes left. A lot of football left, but let's see. Here's the quarterback, Pennington. Good kid, nice arm. He hands the ball off to number 44. That's going to be Joseph Anaya. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Brandon Owens. Brandon Owens with a nice, big, strong run. So here come the Wolfpack. They're knocking on the door.
Yeah, they got to sustain this drive here. They can't get down here and stub their big toes again. I say big toes because it's been more than just once. You know, it's either we come up a little short, we move, you know, penalty here, penalty there, don't execute on a play. So they've been stubbing their toe all night, and you know, they've got to finish this off and not finish it off with 3 points. 3 points doesn't do you a whole lot of good right now.
2nd and 2. Pennington, the quarterback for the Wolfpack, hands the ball off to number 31, Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith gunning for the end zone. Can he get there? Oh, he makes one last final move to get in, but he doesn't. Where's he at, Brian? He's down at the 2-yard line. We have our roving field reporter, also a spotter for Paul and I at times, Brian Adams. Here's our Volvo Rinse replay. Paul, he just can't get in.
No, he gets out here, and then the speedy number 7, the corner there, gets him, runs him down here. This little guy is fast. Number 7 for South High. He's been out there all night doing a great job. That's Ryan Nichols. And he doesn't make a big tackle there, but he beats him and takes the angle, saves him a touchdown. Here we go. See what they do.
Here comes the Wolfpack. Pennington. Hey, look at this. Kern County touchdown. The big fella got in there. That's number 34, Kyle Mitchell. That's that 5'10", 200-pounder, and the big boy got him in.
Yeah, stay inside, run the ball inside. You don't want to try to get outside. On the play before, they bounced it. It wasn't designed to go outside on the play before. Nice read by the running back there, and he bounces and he gets out there. But it's a good call, good hard blocking. You know, Ridgeview's got a good weight program. These kids are here at 4:30 in the morning all summer long lifting. So use that strength in the fourth quarter.
Here's the PAT. Oh, Paul Rodriguez, the kicker, cannot get it up. So it's been quite an eventful night for special teams. I think on both sides of the ball pretty much, but more disastrously for Ridgeview. Here's our touchdown run here by the strong Kyle Mitchell, and he just keeps on going, and he's nobody stopping him there. No dice. He's in. But the mixed PAT, it was a low snap, botched hold, couldn't get the kick up, and now it's 16-9, so it's a 7-point ball game when it could have been a 6-point ball game, and he's starting to chirp up a little bit. He's starting to get a little fired up. Look at his chops. He's come from a dead sleep to maybe waking up a little bit. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is Bright House Network's football. If you tune in to Digital Cable and you subscribe to Digital Cable, you could get the Animal Planet, but this is not. These two young cheerleaders, future cheerleaders here, are trying to piece it all together. Here's another look at another great angle of this touchdown run here.
Yeah, he keeps his feet going there. Hold on to that ball. I don't like the fact the ball was rolling around a little bit there, but hey, right now a touchdown's a touchdown. Ridgeview needs to take it. Now here's the deal. 7 points down with plenty of time. 10:54 to go. Hey, defense step back out. Let's see if Coach Durant, the defense coordinator for Ridgeview, keeps bringing the dogs, as I say, sending his backers. And he's known for blitzing. He likes to blitz. We'll see more than one guy come at a time. Coach Durant runs a very aggressive defense. I really like his defense. Excellent coach. Very good defensive coordinator. One of the better ones around. And he will keep them going.
Well, here we go. We've got quite a football game here. It's a 7-point difference, touchdown difference. So here comes South High School. You might end up getting a nice run out of this because of the stall. It's going to be the tall running back that we've been seeing, Jason Ward, and he's taken down big time at about the 15-yard line. So South High School comes on in the field. They lead by a touchdown. This is Week 6, Game 6. The Rebels of South at Ridgeview. The score is 16-9. This is Vance Palm alongside Paul Press and Brian Adams down on the field. Well, here's Jason Ward trying to piece it together. He's like, man, do I have anywhere to run? You got those long strides, those long gallops, but it doesn't get him out of trouble. Matter of fact, he runs into trouble here, and the Wolfpack just kind of hold him up, and Jason won't go down, and he probably should have. Yeah. 1st and 10. Pretty much a whole quarter left. Inside shuttle pass. Breaks one tackle, makes one nice move, a little stiff arm, and hey, what a nice run. Hey, that is a beautiful run by Joel Velasquez. Velasquez on an inside shuttle pass gets the first down. Here come the Rebels. Woo.
Yeah, one missed tackle there, and he's off. You know, here we see it. Nice execution. Gets it there, breaks that tackle, runs hard, gets around the corner and shows us he does have enough speed to be carrying the ball and moves the chains.
Gave him the old Walter Payton stiff arm. 10.5 left in this football game. Maldonado throws out to the left side. And, ooh, boy, nice big hit out there by the Ridgeview Wolfpack. And that could have gone for more, but it didn't. I thought it was Jarrell Moland. Brings up 2nd and 8. There's 10:18 left in this football game. This has been a very, very good ball game. Last week we had somewhat of a long stretched out thumping at the hands of Golden Valley over Highland. This one's been pretty tight. Maldonado looks, throws out to the side. Oh boy, dangerous. That was almost picked off out there by Stephon Miller. And number 30, Derek Kernan.
Stephon Miller, Sunshine. That's his nickname.
Is that
they
his,
call
really?
him Sunshine. Off the movie there. Remember the Titans? They had the Sunshine, the blonde hair. He's got blonde hair and everything. And coaches say, people look at him and don't think he can play, but he is, from what I understand, one heck of a good open field tackler, number 28.
3rd and 8. Wolfpack trying to dig in here and hold the Rebels. See what can happen. Maldonado takes a high snap. Maldonado throws out to the left side, and it's caught for a first down. Well, we've got laundry. There is a flag, and it was deep in the backfield of South High School. Maldonado got rid of it, and he seems to be pointing as if it was against the Wolfpack, and it is roughing the passer. Oh, boy. Well, let me see what happens here. I'm not quite sure. We're really going to have a clear look at this. Let's see. Our Volvo Rinse replay. Here's Maldonado. Maldonado comes back. He's under not too much pressure. We're not going to see it in this replay, but oh boy.
Yeah.
Look at him march this thing off against the Wolfpack. That is a big, big penalty because it was a good first down pass for about 12 yards. Then you add 15 onto that, so it ends up being a 27, 30-yard play, something around that neighborhood. So now it's 1st and 10. South High School on the 33-yard line of the Wolfpack. Come on, Wolfpack. Dig in if you're going to do it. Maldonado in the shotgun. Looks to his left, looks to his right, has a man across the middle open. Hey, look at this, Kern County. He takes a big hit, and that's number 22, Joel Velasquez. Joel Velasquez, the hit actually propelled him even further forward. So the Rebels knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Oh,
here,
boy.
Maldonado with that pump fake. He likes to freeze people. There's the pump fake. Freezes the linebacker. They stretch the field. They run 2 guys vertical there against one corner, and the safety sucked in over on the other side. Linebacker freezes his feet with the pump fake, and there it is. They hit that seam with the 2 guys running up the seam there. Nice read by Maldonado.
Hey, Paul Press, 1st and goal from the 7. The Rebels in the neighborhood knocking on the door. Will they get in? Maldonado. Boy, hands the ball off to I thought it was number 8, Francisco Alcala. Oh, number 9, Demarius Perry. The handoff. He gets, I don't know, anything, Paul?
No. He was stopped in the backfield there. He did a good job of fighting, getting back to the line of scrimmage here. I don't know. I really like to call Brian Adams. I'm going to talk to you about this because, you know what? Right here, I would roll Maldonado out to the right and use this field, let him create.
Let's see what happens. 2nd and goal from the 7. Maldonado does have a lot of room to the right. He doesn't run right. He throws right. It's a big hit at the goal line. No touchdown. Brian Adams, you're standing right down there in front of him. Do you like the route?
Yeah, Vance, they just ran it out to Vasquez, and he just runs out and makes the catch. And it was a good tackle there to save the touchdown. But now you got the ball on the 1-yard line, and you're definitely now in 2-down territory to score and try to put some distance between you and the Wolfpack.
3rd and goal. Thanks, Brian. 3rd and goal from the 1. Maldonado still remains in the shotgun. 8.5 left in the football game. This would be a lot of breathing room here for the Rebels. Maldonado looks. He's in trouble. Throws it. Touchdown! Oh, my goodness. It looked to me as if Velasquez was actually being held. I thought the defense was holding on to him, and he still makes a great catch. Touchdown, South High, 22-9 over the Wolfpack. Wow, I hope we get a shot of this from our Volvo Rinse replay. From my perspective, I had a bird's eye view from where I'm standing. What a great play.
Yeah, where I'm looking out this window here, and I'm going, don't throw it in the middle, don't throw it. And he gunslinger that he is, sidearms it, slings it through there, touchdown. I thought for sure it was going to be picked off.
Hall for the PAT. Wow, bat snap, great catch and hold. Hey, let's give kudos where kudos are due. The holder on that is number 3, Joe Maldonado, our quarterback for the South High Rebels. Great hands. Oh, boy. Nice play. Here's our touchdown. Look at this, Kern County. Paul, I don't know if our graphic might be in the way there. Look at that. Boom, what a nice catch.
Yeah, and, it kind of freezes his mobility of being able to run around in that backfield. It looks like it's freezing up the Ridgeview secondary. They're not quite sure. Do I break here, or is he going to pump fake again? He's had so many pump fakes tonight.
Right.
You jump on that pump fake and then all of a sudden get by. But these are young guys, don't have a whole lot of experience playing. They don't understand. There's nowhere for him to pump fake when you're throwing the ball from the 7-yard line. You don't worry about a pump fake. If he moves his arms, you got to break on that ball.
But, Paul, you do bring up a great point of the pump fake. Maldonado uses it, and it doesn't mean that he let me make my point. A great pump fake from a quarterback, it doesn't mean that every single play he uses it is going to be effective every single time. But when you start to get the jitters because of it, and you don't know when to bite or when not to bite, then he's already done his work, his prep work, his leg work, and that. It's like guarding Michael Jordan. He moves to his left 6 times. Brian, your perspective.
The one thing about it, you are right, but in this game, there's only one receiver that's killing him is Vasquez.
Wow.
You hedge to him and you make the other receivers beat you. So whether he pump fakes or not, I'm going to stay with Vasquez and make him beat us. Back to you.
Oh, boy, tough luck for the root. Oh, man, when it rains, it pours. This great athlete, Joseph Anaya, catches a bullet of a kickoff, tries to make a cut with nobody around him, and doggone it, you can see the aggravation on him. His cleats kind of gave way, and he slips up. Great point, Brian. It is, Joel Velasquez that continues to make all these great catches. So, how much weight do you put in the pump fake when it's one receiver that's doing the damage? Great point.
Yeah, and when they're in the red zone, what we call the red zone from the 15 on in, and you got a team that throws the ball, don't worry about a pump fake. Go. You just got to go through. Excuse me.
8:09 left in this ball game. Ridgeview, wow, they're trying to get themselves out of trouble down here, and Tyler Smith tries to cut back, and he ran into a very, very hard-hitting white jersey down there. Nice big hit by the Rebels, and I think anyone watching this game starting to get the sense that South High is starting to really get things going here and feel good about themselves.
Yeah, they're building the confidence. Each tick of that clock right now, that clock is their 12th player right now. That's their 12th player. Ridgeview, tempo. Now we've got another flag on the field.
Oh, boy, I do not believe that Kyle Mitchell got off the field in time. It looks as if they broke from the huddle with 12 players, and
that's a no-no.
I mean, maybe you see that in the scrimmage, or you might see it in Game 1 or Game 2, but late in the fourth quarter, when you're 5-0 in Week 6, it can really begin to hurt your feelings a little bit.
Yeah, this is not a typical Coach Cruz team. They were usually very disciplined.
Pennington has a man, and now it's a game breaker possibly. Look at this, Kern County, Tyler Smith. Whoa, what a beautiful pass. No flag. And if I'm not mistaken, that was from the 3-yard line or the 4-yard line. I think that was a 96-yard touchdown pass. Brian, where was that line of scrimmage where you were standing?
Well, yeah, Vance, it was about a 94-yard touchdown pass. Fly route on the sideline, thrown right in stride, never broke stride. And he'd still be running to those houses, Vance, so they didn't have to stop.
Touchdown, Wolfpack. This crowd's up, and they're into it again. 23-15 is the score. Woo, we got us an 8-point ball game just like that, Paul.
Yeah, they're right back in. That's the one thing South High didn't want to do, give up a quick touchdown right here. The game is getting in your hands, and here we go, 4-2.
2-point conversion. Pennington rolls, has a man there. Does he get in? Yes, he does. Hey, everybody, look at this. 23-17 is the score. This Ridgeview crowd is up. They're fired up. They're pumped up. 25 seconds ago, they were wondering, oh, man. Now, just like that, it's 23-17. South High School gets a chance to kind of show their mettle now, Paul. Here's our Volvo rinse replay for this touchdown, and Pennington really just throws a strike.
Yeah, nice air under the ball. Nice shot, camera guys. Great job. And here we go. We pick him up. It's a foot race down the sideline. He's striding now. He takes a little look. I got this guy. I got him. Let me get the little showtime here. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. But, hey, you're happy. You're a high school kid. You just got a 96-yard touchdown.
Wow.
Hey, there you go. Nice job.
96 yards officially. Line of scrimmage was the 4-yard line. So 7-17. Ridgeview has 17. South High School has 23. So it's a 6-point ball game with just over 7 minutes left in week 6. This is great. I'm Vance Palm alongside Paul Press. Brian Adams down on the field. He's working big time. And if you guys could only see what I'm looking at, Kern County, this place is going crazy. And there's 4 dogs over in the dog cages, and they're laying on their back like they've just had 42 pounds of chili. Wow.
Yeah. Those dogs are well taken care of. And a lot of people don't know, but Coach Cruz is a very big animal lover, and I believe those are his dogs. I've been over to his house one time before. Like I said, I've known Coach Cruz for a while now, and I was happy to see him come over to Kern County and coach.
Onside kick. Wow. Ridgeview goes for the onside kick, doesn't take place. Now South High School gets the football with 7 minutes and 13 seconds at midfield.
Well, you know, South High was prepared for this. Coach Napier talked about it a little bit, and he says, you know, every time, at least once a game, Ridgeview will kick an onside. And, you know, South High was prepared for it at this point. So a big gamble by Ridgeview here, but let's see. A lot of confidence in their defense. A lot of confidence in
let's
this defense.
see. Maldonado at midfield. Pump fakes again. It's a screen play, but it's Velasquez picked off by the Wolfpack. This time, Velasquez was the intended receiver, but he's underthrown. Intercepted. Wolfpack down by 6. They come back. The fans below me are high-fiving and bumping and everything else. Whoa, Kern County. The dynamics of this football game have changed rapidly. Maldonado pump fakes, and then off his back foot, he underthrows his intended receiver Velasquez, and there he is, Derek Kernan, with a big interception. Here comes Pennington. Now Pennington kicks out to his speedster, number 31, Tyler Smith. Ooh, here we go. What an exciting football game, Paul.
Yeah, Wolfpack's pumped up. You see Pennington, after he tosses the ball in the option, he knows they got a first down. He's jogging over to Coach Cruz. His chest is pumped out a little bit. You could see this guy. He's like, all right, Coach, let it go. Let's go. Let's go. You know what? Don't be surprised. They run the ball a few times here, and then Pennington goes throws another strike here.
Well, let's see what happens. We're under the 7-minute mark now. Here come the Wolfpack right up the gut. That's Kyle Mitchell. And isn't it weird momentum how it shifts? It just seems to be contagious. Now everybody's going straight. Now everybody's going hard. I've got football fans reaching in the windows giving me a piece of their mind. This is Bright House football at its best. What's that, man?
We've got
Kyle
people.
Mitchell. Is that your boy? Oh, I've got Kyle Mitchell's mother right below me saying, hey, Vance, he's a sophomore. Let everybody know. 1st and 10. Mitchell. Uh-oh. No. Pennington on a keeper. I thought he'd handed it off to Mitchell. Big first down now. So here come the Wolfpack.
Yeah. Woo! And you can hear the dogs starting to howl a little bit. Or maybe that's their fans out here.
Yeah, those dogs are sleeping, man. Well, 1st and 10. 6.5 left. Look at this, Kern County. There's a huge football game breaking out, and they're just all sleeping. Here we go. Big play for both teams. Maldonado hands off to Mitchell. I'm sorry. Pennington hands the ball off to Mitchell. Mitchell runs it up the gut. Gets about, I'd say 5 yards, and even 5, so that brings up 2nd and 5. So, hey, we got a great football game here. We've got just over 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. 23-17 is the score. The clock is ticking, so hey, the drama builds. Unscripted drama is what sports is all about. Pennington hands the ball off to number 35, Zach Tamargo. Everyone touching the rock.
Going to bring up 3rd and 1. That's a nice carry. He's following his fullback up through there. The big back. I call it a fullback. I believe they call it a halfback in the wing T. I'm not sure the technical terms. Like I said, it's been at least 9 years and a lot of arena football games since I've called any wing T stuff.
Here we go, 3rd and 1, 5.5 left in the ball game. Hey, look at this, everybody. What a big run. Woo, boy. Joseph Rivas. So Coach Cruz right now spreading that football around. That brings up another big first down. So 1st and 10. Here's our Volvo rinse replay, and Rivas really finds a nice pocket and gets himself a first down. This Wolfpack team a first down.
Yeah, reverse pivot turnout there by Pennington. Inside handoff, and here we go, first down.
Pennington hands the ball to Joseph Rivas again. Rivas up to about the 3 or 4 yard line. So just when it looked like the Wolfpack's undefeated record might be in jeopardy, and South High was pretty much doing what they wanted to do with. Wow, 2nd and 2. They can still get a first down. 2nd and 2. The ball goes to Rivas again. Rivas met at the goal line. He did not get in, but it's a first down. So it'll be 1st and goal from about the 1 yard line. So here you'd think Coach Cruz would like to really work this clock if he can. Since you've got 1st and goal from the 1 yard line, you might just want to take every last second you can before you punch this thing in.
There's so much time left with 4:40 left. You punch it in, that's your defense. They come out and they get one more stand, then you start milking the clock. There's still plenty of time with timeouts and everything else left. You punch this in right here. Give it to your big guy, Coach Cruz.
Hey, look at this, everybody. Tyler Smith trying to get to the end zone. Cannot do it. Wrapped up out there. Another big play. Another big play by Nichols. Ryan Nichols.
We've got a fumble out there, and they're discussing it.
We haven't seen a signal yet. Tyler Smith was running for the end zone. Couldn't get it. Another big tackle by Ryan Nichols. And, oh, boy, I'm like Brian Adams. I'm a big fan of Ryan Nichols. Brian, your thoughts on that number 7 kid from South?
I mean, Paul alluded to his speed, but he's not afraid. He has no fear. He goes in there and just puts his little body in there, and whatever happens, happens, but he's been getting guys down. Back to you, Vance.
Thanks, Brian. 2nd and goal from the 1 yard line. 4:06 left in this football game. Clock is ticking. Paul Press, you wanted to run right inside the tackles. Pennington, the quarterback, go on a keeper. He does not get in. He does not. Oh, they give it to him.
Yeah.
All right.
Second effort there on the spin.
Good call. Good call. Touchdown, Ridgeview. 23-23, a very important PAT coming up next. Don't forget, Paul Rodriguez didn't even have a chance to kick the last one on the muffed hold.
Yeah. So here we go.
Big PAT, baby.
I liked it. I like the play. Don't mess around going outside. You got 2 feet to go. You get that ball inside and give it to your big guy or let your quarterback
Here's
keep
a big PAT. Rodriguez. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's up and it's through. 24-23. Ridgeview up by 1 with under 4 minutes left to go in this football game. Exactly 3 minutes and 55 seconds. The score is 24-23. What a ball game.
Yeah, we go back to that interview that Brian Adams had with Coach Napier right at the end of the half. And Coach Napier goes, we get down here, we miss a PAT, we miss a field goal opportunity. We can't make these mistakes. We need those points. And he was right. Look at here, that missed PAT's coming back to haunt you. Those little things early in the game, sometimes they come back to haunt you later in games, and that's exactly what's happening here. Coach Napier said it himself at halftime. He said, we miss a field goal, we miss a PAT. We can't do these things against a good team like Ridgeview. And there it is. There's that 1 point.
Well, Brian, we've got the crowd pumped up big time right now. We're under 4 minutes. This Ridgeview crowd is up. The South High crowd has been quite docile and quiet pretty much all evening. So not really a change in their personality, but there's a great shot of that Ridgeview crowd. They are back up. They're thinking, hey, maybe we will get to 6-0. We'll see. With less than 4 minutes left. Ooh, boy, I'm getting nervous.
Yeah, this is a great game. This is high school football at its best.
Nice kick taken by Nichols. Nichols looking for a gap, looking for a tunnel. Whoa, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Woo! There's Joseph Rivas. the tough kid that keeps running it in. And that was one big smack. But fortunately for the South High Rebels, it was Ryan Nichols, and he's about as tough as a kid as you can get. Well, here's our Volvo Rinse replay. I thought he had a little gap, but look out, Kern County. Whoa. Well, and wow. Young Derek Kernan came in there with a little bit of enthusiasm just afterwards and say, hey, did you feel that?
Yes.
Here we go, Maldonado. Played a super game tonight, quarterback for the Rebels. He's on a keeper. Maldonado looks for some room. Maldonado gets outside. Maldonado has some room. Some big hits going on out there, but a big first down. So again, unfazed it seems, Maldonado. He's looking at a 3:43 clock. And Brian, you think he audibilized out there?
Yes, Vance, he did make a check. He checked the play. The receivers told the other receivers what to do, and he just caught him in a blitz and made a quarterback keeper up the middle on the court, and he made a big play. Back to you, Vance.
Thanks, Brian. Well, South High's down by 1. They've got 3 minutes and 43 seconds to get in this end zone, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown. Maldonado, again, looks like he's barking some orders. Another keeper. Hey, this Maldonado kid wants the ball in his hands, but this time he gets maybe 4 or 5 yards and got out of bounds, stopped the clock, so some good clock management. Smart play there, Paul. But Laundry on the field holding Rebels. Ouch.
Yeah, I don't know where the hold came from. Maybe we'll get a replay here and I'll be able to pick it out. But Maldonado, this is plenty of time. Don't hit the panic button. 3:36, they got timeouts left. Let's see if we can pick it up. A high snap there, he does a good job. Athleticism getting here. Oh, I don't know. Looks like maybe it was coming right there in the middle of the left guard a little bit, but I don't know so much a hold. I didn't see a whole lot of jersey getting stretched out there, but I'm sure the official had a better view than I do. That's for sure.
Wow.
So,
well,
man.
That's going to bring up a big second down. Well, a lot of concentration will be on Velasquez, the South High receiver who Maldonado has built a great relationship with tonight. Maldonado pump fakes. He looks across the middle, has another man. And down the sidelines, he overthrows Francisco Alcala just over the fingertips out there. And there's a look at the big guy, Vladimir Wade Green. I love that, Vladimir Wade Green. Wade Green, my roommate at Cal State Bakersfield, when he came off a plane and from Oklahoma, Coach Clark drove him over to my pad and got to meet Wade Green Sr. and what a point guard for Cal State. 2nd and 17. 3 minutes, 23 seconds. Speaking of 23, that's how much South has. And oh boy, referees want to have a bit of a discussion here and see what's going down. So let me summarize for you. It's right there in front of you. Wolfpack 24, Rebels 23. 3 minutes, 23 seconds. As the game's swimming along fluidly here with some suspense. It's been stopped for just a moment here for the referees to have somewhat of a summit near the line of scrimmage. I think they might be going over the down. It should only be second down. No, it should be third down. Should be third down. Now they're back to second down.
Yeah, it would be second down because the penalty. There was a penalty.
Very good. Holding on the original first down. They replayed that. Now it's second down. Nichols in motion. Maldonado, the quarterback, runs right immediately, not even thinking about it. He's looking. He's about to get hit. He throws it down low, incomplete. Took a big hit out there. Again, I can't tell you enough about this Christian Mosher. He is just all over Maldonado tonight. They've gotten to know each other. I won't say well because it's not a feeling of wellness when you're getting pounded, but they've gotten to know each other. 3rd and 17, 3:09 left in this ball game. You know, Brian, I don't think announcers are possible. I don't think it's possible we can hex people. I think that's all jive. But here I was talking about the Rebels moving down the field, and pow! Out of nowhere, it's all been Ridgeview the last 8-10 minutes. 3rd and 17. Maldonado looks. He's got very talented receiving core for him. Nice line. Line's giving him pretty good protection all night. Maldonado pump fake. I say that, now he's in trouble. Look out, Kern County. Maldonado has a lot of room to run, but he can't do it. He gets knocked out of bounds, so it's going to be 4th and long. They're going to have to make a big decision. I just don't see how they can do anything else but go for it with just under 3 minutes left. Well, it's at the 3-minute mark. Paul, is it conceivable that they boot it and try to?
At this point, I would go for it if I was Coach Napier. Looks like they're going to kick it away, but I'd almost go for it here. One, Ridgeview runs that wing tee, and they've been moving the ball this last quarter on the ground, especially inside your tackles. There's a good chance they may not get an opportunity to get the ball back.
Well, they're going to punt it up. Here we go. There's nobody back there to receive it, so it runs out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. And now, 2 minutes, 52 seconds. It's going to be a very, very dicey chess match here. I just don't know if it can happen.
You know what? I'm going to be surprised if South High gets the ball back here. They better start hitting hard. First guy, stand him up. Second guy, put your helmet on the ball or a hand. Because Brian Adams, I don't know, you played in some big games and been around some quality coaching. But to me, South High may not get the ball back with the way Ridgeview's been running the ball inside the tackles right now.
Well, I think, Paul, they're counting on going 3 and out and using their 3 timeouts and getting field position and taking a chance to try to make a field goal to win the game. That's the only thing I can think that's going on right now on that sideline. Back to you, Paul.
Well, 1st and 10, Wolfpack. We're going to keep it on the ground here. Mitchell makes a nice big move. He's wrapped up, and now South High School is going to have to start making some decisions here. And Coach Napier calls a timeout. Referee makes that move, and it's 2 minutes, 39 seconds. And with those kind of runs by Mitchell, it's going to be a real dicey game here. Here's our Volvo rinse replay. Here comes Mitchell, and just makes a nice cutback right there. Good.
Yeah, you can see this young man's been in the weight room. Coach Cruz and I talked about it. JV head coach, Coach Mike Cooper for Ridgeview, he and I are pretty good buddies. And I would talk to him at 8 in the morning over the summer. And I said, where are you at? I'm just coming back from weights,
Right.
Coming back from weights. So these young men at Ridgeview, they lift. They have a 0 period right now. So every varsity player, before school starts, they come in and they lift a 0 period. During the summer, they lift about 4:30 in the morning. And this is where you're going to see it right here. Coach Cruz will probably talk about it. He's a veteran coach. He's going to tell these guys, look, we've been lifting all summer. You get a helmet on a helmet right now. Give the ball to our big guys. We pound this thing out for 2 minutes and 39 more seconds. Game over. South High never gets the ball back.
2nd and 3. Ridgeview. Oh, stumbles and ooh. Woo. Unfortunate. And as we were seeing that great shot of these fired up Ridgeview students, and these people are really having a good time. We just got the word that North High School beat Stockdale. Is that right, Brian Adams? The word from the sideline, it's not official, but we heard that North High just beaten Stockdale 26-24. I think that's the word I got. Whoo, boy, another timeout on the field. Let's talk about our game next week. We've got Garces at East High School. Garces at East High School. I'm in sync with our Bright House production crew truck. Before I say it, they throw it up there. Week 7. Garces High School, Brennan Barcade.
Yeah.
Big Zach going against East High School. And don't forget, we have an internet game, an internet poll game. We'll get to that in a moment. Big play here, 3rd and 3. South High, if they can dig in and make a stop here, they might get the football back. Woo! Pennington, QB for the Wolfpacks, kept everything together. The ball up the middle. Pennington on a keeper. Pennington makes a big first down, and that's probably going to do it. Oh, boy. Pennington hangs onto the ball, almost tackled, makes a big move, and next thing you know, he picks up a very big first down. So South High School does have one more timeout. Oh, boy. Hey, look at this. Send an email to brighthouse@bak.rr.com to help select November 4th's game of the week. Here are your choices. North at Centennial, BHS at East, Foothill at Highland, Liberty at Garces. Make your pick. 2 minutes left in this ball game, and now South High School is possibly watching things slip through their fingers when it seemed like, at the 12-minute mark, it looked like their game, but boy, that's kind of foolish. Wow-wee. Well, $1:40 left in this football game, and South High School does have a timeout. Paul Press, your thoughts here? You're looking at me.
Yeah, what we're doing here, I'm looking, and That's why you have an assistant. Assistants should be in Coach Cruz and letting him know. We normally have some type of signal to when to snap the ball. Let your quarterback know, but it's not going to make a difference running like that. Pennington's just taking over.
Wowee, doing a great job. Well, I think that's the last timeout from South High, and it is. They've taken their last timeout with 1:18 left. The score is 24-23. The Wolfpack looks as though they may stay intact with a 6-0 record. Nothing certain yet. Brian Adams, you're down on the field. Let me hear your thoughts, big fella.
Well, again, one of the runners for Ridgeview made a big play. That time was Pennington. When you get that many yards, now you put a situation, if you get the ball close enough, you don't even have to punt it. You can go on 4th down and sneak it over and get a first down. So South High just has not been able to make a big play when they needed it on these last two sets of downs. So if they don't stop them here, they got to stop them with 0 yards, Vance. If they have any chance at all, then hope they get a good punt return and good field position. Back to you.
Thanks. Well, it is 3rd and 2. I mean, it is 3rd down. It's not like it's 1st down. It's 3rd down here with $1:18 left. 24-23. Ridgeview trying to hang on to a 1-point lead to win this ball game and go 6-0. The rumble you hear is the ambient sound of this Ridgeview crowd below me. There's the big kid Mitchell up the middle, and that is a big, big first down. And Mrs. Mitchell's right below me, and she is fired up. She said, my boy just got us a big, big first down, and I think that's about it, Paul Press.
That's the weight room. Good for you, Coach Cruz, because I'm sure he's going to talk to his players and say, you know what, it came down. We needed the strength. We needed our legs here at the end. And I said it earlier. I don't know if I would have punted. You can't second guess. Coach Napier, they came within a yard of getting the ball back and giving them a shot to go ahead and win this thing with a field goal. But the way Ridgeview, they lift weights, those strong legs, the way they've been running, there was a good shot they weren't going to get this football back, South High, and they didn't.
Well,
Ridgeview came out and finished the job.
Ridgeview is now going down to a knee as we watch this click off here. Kern County, what a fabulous football game. First and foremost, we've got a penalty here against Ridgeview. I think it's not going to be very consequential. Let me thank our director, Bernie Johnson, and his excellent, excellent team of Bright House Network photographers and all of the guys that make this happen, the fellas that travel up on the booms, the fellas that travel around, running around this field, catching great shots and following Brian. Thank you, Bernie, and to all the guys. We appreciate it. 45 seconds left in this football game, and hey, there he is, Big Kevin on one of the booms just outside. Hi, Kev. Hey, there's our, hey, Big Phil back there. We got a nice shot of you, Phil. Give us a wave, big fella. He's up on the boom. Well, hey, Paul, here we are. We're locked in.
Oh, we're live. How'd they get in here? Oh, wow.
Hey, Joseph on top of the truck. Appreciate that, Joseph. Carlos is somewhere down there running around. He's always. Where's Waldo? We can't find Carlos. But, hey, Carlos, there he is. That's the Manchaca dance. 24-23, and I don't know if we can get the shot of Bernie and the fellas in the truck. We certainly appreciate this. The clock is ticking down. They're 6-0, Kern County. The Wolfpack holds them up. 6-0, a great football game. When we come back, we'll have our Barber Honda Player of the Game. We want to thank Fox Radio, Crab Radio, Volvo Rinse Replay, and of course Barber Honda for the Barber Honda Player of the Game. We'll be back with our selection in just a moment. Ridgeview hangs on 6-0 with a beautiful football game, 24-23. This crowd is fired up. 15 minutes ago they weren't quite sure, but now they've done it. A big win on Game 6, Week 6 of Bright House Network's High School Football Game of the Week. What an exciting football game. When we come back, we're going to give you our Barber Honda Player of the Game. This is Vance Palm alongside Paul Press. Next up will be Brian Adams giving out the award.
Find a pair of shoes?
Yes.
The new Honda Civic two-door Coupe EX. 40 miles to the gallon and holds 40 pairs of shoes in the trunk. Less gas, more money, more shoes. What's your lifestyle?
Hi, my name is Tom. I've dumped the dish for Bright House Networks. Maybe you don't know this. If you have satellite service, you had to buy your receiver. I bought mine and it broke. And you know what happened? It took me 30 days to get a new one. I had online before. Slow. Roadrunner is fast, it's efficient, it's fun to use. You'll love it.
Dump the dish and get digital service from Bright House Networks for less than $29 a month.
Honey, are you gonna do that yard work today?
I'm looking up all the places I need to go. Next Saturday, I'll go and get the stuff.
Locally owned and operated, Volvo Rents has everything you need for that weekend home improvement project. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will guide you through our vast assortment of tools, supplies, and rental equipment. From concrete or masonry mix, mixers or finishing tools, to lawn equipment and landscaping supplies and more. At Volvo Rents, we deliver more care in every rental.
I got you everything you need at Volvo Rents. Here's some gloves. Bye.
We're here at Ridgeview where it was a thriller tonight. The Ridgeview Wolfpack beat the South High Rebels 24-23. I'm here with the player of the game, Mike Pennington. Mike, tell us about how you, as a senior leader, you got your team together and pulled them back for this victory.
Oh, well, we just kept telling ourselves to believe in ourselves and just keep fighting hard, and we knew we could come back in the end if we just stuck to it.
At this time, I'm going to make a presentation with Deshaun Henry from Barber Honda. As the Barber Honda player of the game is Mike Pennington. Please make the presentation.
Congratulations on a good game, Mike. We have a plaque for you. Thank you. A jacket and some Barber Honda logo stuff. Congratulations, good game.
And finally, I want to bring in Coach Cruz as he guided his team to victory tonight and got them to 6-0. You guys were down, Coach, about 16-3 coming to half, but it looks like you guys pulled together and the defense kind of held you in and the offense made some big plays. Just tell us what you guys were talking about at halftime and what you did to pull this victory out.
Well, the big thing was to try to relax a little bit. You know, there came a point where we were almost trying too hard, and you know, we dropped some passes and, you know, put the ball on the ground a little bit. But like Mike said, you know, there's a lot of character on this team, a lot of heart, and you know, even halfway through the fourth quarter, it looked pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, made a couple big plays, and then defense really stepped up with that interception, kind of turned it around and went down, got the extra point, and then held it on.
I'll tell you, that was a great victory. It's one of the better games we've seen this year. A lot of excitement, ups and downs. I just want to commend your team on the victory as we're going to sign off, and we'll be at East High next week against Garces. Good night, Kern County.